Yes, good afternoon, Ian, right in the studio. It is a wonderful challenge we've got here for the Encounter Bay Football Club today. Encounter Bay versus McLaren Districts in what must feel like a final for the Bays today, because they're taking on the number 2 slotted side in the competition, McLaren Districts, 2 versus 4. If Encounter Bay win today, they've still got a chance to get that double chance in the finals. So because they've got a game next week against Ponga. They say only take it 1 week at a time, but these guys will be taking it 2 weeks at a time. Exciting football. We've got some ins and outs. We're going to talk about those. But let me hear from your thoughts, Chris Shaddock.
Good afternoon, Steve G. Good afternoon, YouTubers and listeners of 90.1 Happy FM. Yes, I agree, Steve. This is a lot on the line for both sides. Encounter Bay must be licking their lips at the prospect of how the ladder fixtures might play out if they can string a couple of wins together. But they're going to be tested. They're coming up against the best of the best. McLaren, much improved from last time these teams met. But on that occasion, McLaren beat them anyway by 53 points.
Yes, and some ins and outs for the size. I mean, some important ins here for... we've got the toss of the coin just about to happen, so we might cross into there. Let's have a look. Yep, there's Baldock going there. Crispins, Jack Crispins, meeting in that famous, fantastic number 4. And Brett Ellis, shake of the hands there. The call goes up. Tails, where you going? There we go, look at that, Ellis. He just goes, yeah, we'll go down this way with the wind. Pretty simple stuff. There's a fair breeze going to that left of screen, which is the town end. That is favouring there, and we saw in the B grade game a resounding win to McLaren Districts, won by 5 goals. That was top of the table clash, 1 versus 2.
And a bit of emotion and effort going into that game.
A lot of feeling, yes. Big result there for McLaren's.
Now we're calling that the town end. We're still going with Bluff End.
The Bluff End. Yeah, why wouldn't you? Down there at the Penguin Corner maybe.
Yeah, all of the glacier formed rock at the Bluff. Now you talk about Brett Ellis knowing what he was doing in terms of a 284 gamer is Brett Ellis.
So 284 games, that's a fair bit, isn't it?
That is. You think he'd go around next year, wouldn't you?
Absolutely. I mean, he's probably got a good another couple of years in him at least. He's just a nuggety little strong player, well balanced, and is a match winner all the time, isn't he?
It can be like a tractor.
Yeah.
At times.
Yes.
But always buys himself plenty of space and time, which these good players, these consistently good players, they just seem to have a knack of being able to do that.
Absolutely. And we also should mention a very important event here for the Encounter Bay Football Club. That is the naming of the stand, Richard Littley's stand today. A man who has put in enormous effort here through the club. Stats for this man, amazing. He's been a life member for many, many years, over 50 years he's put in. A committee member for 50 years, played 355 games from 1961 to 1981. Club member for 64 years, president for 14 years, vice president for 12 years, and for over 20 years he ran the club's bingo with his late wife Shirley. So a legend. He shook all the players' hands before the game, and very fitting tribute to have that stand named after the great man Richard Littley.
And there we have it, centre of screen, the brand new signage, proudly attached to the screen, nicely justified, centred.
Yes, camera work there by our man with the cinematography skills, Steve Adams. And umpires today, we've got the magical David Marks in there. He's got the biggest backside in the business. Look at that, he's just bending over showing us. Thanks, Marksy. And also, we haven't seen this bloke's work before, but we're going to get a good look at him today. Richard Hoare, the ball man, is his offsider. So, a couple of good umpires in today. Marksy, he holds the ball up. We're about to start this clash. Round 17, feels like a finals. Ball goes up in the centre. Oh, lovely tap there by Tonkin, Callum Tonkin for the Eagles. Ball's been wrapped up though, it's going nowhere. And Tyson Neal, very important player for the Bays, laser tackle. Up they go again. Oh, look at that, leapt over there, taken there, tapped by McLaren's. There goes Brett Ellis, can't get it out. Oh, Vanity now, short kick into the forward line. Doesn't find his mark though. Bay's fighting hard for it on the ground. Hard, tough in there. Tackled by a couple of Eagles. Going to be a ball up.
So we're on the centre half forward line. I think that might have been
Daniel Marr, great player for the Eagles.
Anyway, it's gathered there by Tonkin. Thompson gets a hurry. No, it wasn't Tonkin. It was the captain for Encounter. Got a right kick out hurriedly. Brett Ellis has got it on the ground. Dishes off to Fenaldi, who's on the outside of the pack. Intercepted by an Encounter Bay player, and now we're up to Goodison's intercepted it from McLaren at the centre half back line. He goes inboard to the cricket pitch, finds his teammate there, and he kicks it out to the centre, to the wing position in front of the club room. The ball's still live. The umpire's picked out a free kick going the way of McLaren's.
Yeah, that's Cogno taking the kick there. He's been directed to kick it long, but he kicks it short. Short little pass there. That's to Moyle. Moyle now weighs his options up. He's going to go long with the breeze into the forward 50. It goes over the top of the pack. Off hands. Battling in there. Matthews, left and right, gets a handball away. Cody Ellison can't pick the ball up. Handball out now by the Eagles. Anybody's ball. They go in hard, left, right and centre. Kick out there. Jackson Daniels got a handball away. It's on the ground, scrambly stuff. And going to be a ball up.
Yeah, the ground in pretty good condition. And so there's no real boggy patches that you can see apart from down on the this end of the ground. That's the now with the balls with Jack Crispin. What can he do with it? He's sent it up centre wing. Found a teammate there in Tyson Neal looking for options, and he's got one coming down the line. Neil shanks it and out on the full.
Kick going to be taken here by McLaren's. Last it was out of bounds on the full, went out by a long way. Goodison is the man. Kick into the forward 50. Pack forms. Ellison couldn't take the mark off hands over the boundary. No, play on. Eagles still have it. That is the Bays. Bays now. Little kick by McLaren's. Trying to find a player. Ball on the ground. Anybody's ball. Connor Fitt takes a handball. Over to Harry Evans. Harry Evans takes a shot on goal. Great goal. Yep.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field.
Know how important it is to get off to a good start here, and they've certainly done it.
So ball back in the middle with David Marks. Umpire Marks seems to have a preference for coming from this side of the square, the commentary scoreboard side of the oval. Tosses it up. And Tonkin wins the tap. It hits the deck immediately. Ellis in there on the ground, burrowing in, trying to get it out. And he's got a couple of players on top of him. Umpire says, we'll have another go. Still in the centre circle area.
Laurie now getting the tap there for McLaren's. Tapped out of there. Encounter Bay leading for it. Hard tackle. Ball's going nowhere. A lot of pressure on the ball carrier. Another ball up right in front of the commentary spot here. Laurie versus Tonkin. Tonkin over the top, gets the tap, but it's taken out there by Fenaldi for the McLaren side. 1-on-1, one there by Fitt. Connor Fitt bangs it on his boots, going to the forward pocket. Oh, lovely mark there by Cody Ellison. He's in the pocket, tight angle, but he's well within scoring distance. Take a fairly good kick from there. Looks like he's going to run around onto his right and snatch for goal here. There it is, snapshot, beautiful looking attempt. I think they've got their second. Yes, they have.
Beachside Bedding next to Habra Pharmacy is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, AH Beard and Adriatic Slumber. Mary and her team at Beachside Bedding also offer a beautiful range of locally made Fluorio furniture. Beachside Bedding offers free delivery and old mattress removal and is open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot Road, Habra. Always competitive on price with real product knowledge. Beachside Bedding.
It's a bit of a breeze down that way. The Eagles really need to fire up and see what they can do to get back into it. Early days, but it's good signs for McLaren's. Umpire marks. Balls it up into the centre of the ground. Rucks go at it. Tonkin gets the tap in there. Oh, just off the ground. They hack it into their forward 50 now for the Bays. Bays fighting hard for it. McLaren's have got the ball. Was there opportunity to get rid of it? Yes, there was. Holding the ball. Good tackle there. That was by Fife. Fife back into the side this week. Those fluorescent orange boots of his. He pokes it forward looking for Baldock. Yes, he's got it. Big Baldy's got it. And he's within scoring distance against the breeze. Take a fair kick from here. He's lining up like he's done this every day of the week. Tyler Baldock for the Bays, looking to get one back. Let's see what he can do here. The left foot kick, it's not bad. It's drifting off though, and it's been touched. Play on, offhands it goes. McLaren's lead for it, kick down the line there. Looking for a player. The Bays repel this one. Oh, lovely work. How holding the ball, was it? Yes, it was. That was on Christopher's. Good tackle there.
Henry
Matthews, good stuff. Mark battling in hard. The Bays, that was Neil, I think, just got tackled at the last minute. Oh, they're winning the tough ball, McLaren's. That was
Marcus
Lippert now. Harry Evans played well so far. Look at that, gets the ball over there to Groves. Driving it into the pocket. There's a bit of free space out here. There's the man, the magic mullet man, Cam Jarrett. Handball over there, can't get it out. Fighting hard for it. McLaren's once again. Connor Fitt snaps it around and over the boundary line. It's going to be a free kick.
We talked about that attempt on goal before.
Yes.
By Baldock, was it?
Yep.
Anyway, the wind just hammered that.
Absolutely.
Had it swirling around everywhere, even though it was a good drop punt.
This is McCreena for the Bays. Kicks down the line. Oh, lovely intercept mark. Connor Fitt. He's fired up today. He's got plenty of the ball so far. Fitt now into the forward 50. Up they go. Over the top it goes. Bays now repel this one. Kick it out wide. No one home for the Bays, so it's been mopped up again for Naughty for the McLaren side. Over there to Ma to Ellis towards the goals. Offline through for the minus score.
And speaking of that breeze, the goal umpire's lost his hat.
He sure is.
It blew straight off his bonce. So the wind is picking up at the moment.
Yep. Obviously the scoring in. So what's that? 2 goals, 1 plays. Eagles yet to score. On the FPA scoreboard, kick out wide now. The Bays, nice mark there. That was Ambrose Willoughby. Beautiful stuff. Looking for his options now.
So the Encounter Bays player sends a mongrel punt down towards the forward flank area from McLaren. It's hit the deck.
Lovely.
Bays have been able to pick it up and move it with hand pass. They're going well, the Bays, through Baldock. Baldock sends it down to Neil. We're at the edge of the 50 for Encounter Bay. They've lost the possession of it. It's with McLaren players.
The
They've been dispossessed of it. And now we've got Andrew Fife. Too far out to score, but he's probably about 60 out. Finds something in light, sends a nice little tap pass down to Petit, and he's looking to drive in long.
Petit now into the forward 50. Has he got a pass on? Oh, lovely intercept mark there by Lockie Cam. Took one onto the chest, had to jump up nice and high for it, chips it out wide. McLaren's sharing around the back lines. They've got plenty of space out here. They move it even wider now, moving it with precision. Seem to have this game well and truly under control. Weighs his options up. Venaughty, kick along to the centre wing position. Pack forms in front there. Play on no offhands, and it's going to be a ball up right in front of the Encounter Bay Netball Club sign. So umpire Richard Hoare balls it up. Tap out there. Bays win this one. Can they get the clearance? Jumped on there. This ball's going nowhere. Another ball up.
So that was Cohen Petit on the ground with it wrapped up. Rucks do battle. Tonkin grabs it out of the air. He passes it off to a teammate, running teammate coming through the forward flank for the Bays. He finds something he likes in Tyson Neal, and Tyson Neal takes it no trouble at all. Hands outstretched in front of his eyes, but he is a fair way out, and he's on a bit of a mongrel angle, and he's got to combat this wind, this swirly wind. So what can he do, Tyson Neal?
He's good enough. One of their good goal kickers, good goal scoring option, Tyson Neal. Experience, kick on the way. It's not a bad looking kick, it is close, but lovely mark by Baldock on the line. It was drifting through for a point, but he's jagged an absolute cracker of a mark, and he wants to just snap this one over. Should get this one. He's a left footer normally by trade, so I'd pencil him in for this one. Tight angle, but he should get it. Defensive work here. Let's see what happens. McLaren's there's a bit cat and mouse game here. They're trying to sort out his angles. Plays on, snaps it through. That's through the goals for the Bays, first of the day.
Don't be the next victim of a home invasion.
Pull over. Let's rob this joint.
Great Southern Security will install a home security system with monitored alarm to protect your home or business. They also provide CCTV, mobile patrols, cash transit, event security and a text and tag service.
Looks like this place has got its own secretary.
What do you mean, secretary?
That sign.
You idiot, that's security. This place has got an alarm.
Visit greatsouthern.security.com.au.
Baldock, the 219 gamer, used every bit of his 219 games experience to, obviously not very far out from the goals, but it was the angle and everything else that was going on around him.
Yeah, he thought that through beautifully. Up they go now, the big boys go at it. A lovely tap there by Tonkin. Got a wonderful leap on him, very athletic player, but that just tapped down in front of him. And another ball up. Laurie wins this one now. Gets a tap out of there for McLaren. It's going to be another ball up. It's hard and tight in there. Got a good game of footy here at the Bays. You want to come down and get into this game. Got a few spots here on the boundary line. Lovely bit of work there by the Bays. In there fighting hard. On the ground, it's going to be another ball up.
On the FPAG scoreboard, we've got McLaren Districts 13 points and Encounter Bay 6 points as McLaren's moves it from the centre square down to centre half forward through Brett Ellis. Brett Ellis onto his right boot, spears a pass in towards the full forward area. No one can take a clean grab. It's been picked up and rode best by Encounter Bay. And is that the Crab? Crabman?
That could be. It looks like him on the ground there.
He was
the blue
Crab
swimmer.
For the blue swimmer for Encounter Bays has grabbed the ball, got possession, and have been wrapped up for a stoppage throw up.
Lovely work there in the ruck. The Crab's on the ground. His arms and legs everywhere, and his nippers are going, but couldn't get the ball out.
Yes, another stoppage throw up by umpire Hoare. And rucks do battle. Tonkin, Callum Tonkin wins the tap. It's out to Encounter Bay on the boundary line, and it's bustled over. Under pressure was Connor Hills, and we'll have a is that
free
last
kick.
possession or free kick?
Free kick there. I didn't quite see that one, but there we go.
Bay didn't need that. So it's gone the way of McLaren's.
Cogno, Gian Cogno's going to take the free kick. What's he on about? Only about 30 metres out. Breeze in his back. He should be able to get this one. You'd pencil him in for it. So the kick by Cogno for McLaren's. Kick on the way. Yes, they like it. It's through the goals for the third for McLaren's.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries.
Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 161 Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
And very European exotic sounding name, that Gian Cogno.
Oh, it's all those grapes they're growing down there at McLaren. Oh.
Well, he knows how to grow grapes maybe, and but kick goals importantly.
Tap down there. No one could win this one. It's going to be a ball up. No, look at that handball out by Moyle. Laurie trying to do a bit of roving there. Lovely work. Evans gets a handball out. Well cut off there by the Eagles, though. They're battling hard. No, this whole umpire Marks picks out a free kick too high. Taken by the Bays. That's Lippert. Kicks it out wide. Doesn't muck around with it. Beautiful work there by Jackson Daniels for the Districts. Chip out wide over to Ellis. Ellis now just settles things down. Centre wing right in front of the Richard Lidley stand. Kick down the line. Bradford defends well for Encounter Bay. Look at him, he's on the ground. He gets a handball away. Wrapped up though. Oh, another free kick too high. Bit of that going on today. Lippert takes the kick. Down the line he goes. Oh, and cut off there. Looks like Goodison. Goodison now wraps up. Small little chip forward. Finds Evans. Had plenty of it early. Going to kick it wide into the centre of the ground like something up there. Almost taken. Oh, chop of the arms, was it? Going to be taken there by Fife.
Fife finds a man in the centre square. So still with the Bays, he's at it. He's been dispossessed. I don't know what the umpire's made of that. Whether it's a free kick or he's just making him go back and start the kick from the mark again. He gets it off to Tyson Newell. Tyson Newell attempts a speary little grubber. That's socked forward by Ben Davis. Had the right idea, but intercepted by Cam for Lachlan Cam for.
That was Vanderloo there.
Vanderloo, was it?
Yeah.
Joel Vanderloo.
Fennerty now over to Moyle. Moyle for the Districts. McLaren Districts just slowing things down because there was a lot of blue and gold ahead of him. Finds something he likes in the centre of the ground. Nice work there. Connor Fit playing well today. Asking for leads. He's got one on now. There it goes. Looking for Cody Ellison. One bounce, little tap. Nice work. McLaren's back to Cody Ellison. Left foot just gets a little bit of a chip on it into the goal square. Round that mark. Oh, wrapped up into a tackle, and that ball's going nowhere. It's going to be a ball up. It's about 35 metres out, directly in front of the goals.
So umpire Hoare out to ball it up, and still in front of the goals for McLaren's. No one got clean possession, but finally someone got a kick out of the pack, and it goes over towards the boundary line, clubhouse side of the ground. In hot pursuit is Willoughby for Encounter Bay. He can't get possession, and it's last possession free kick to McLaren's.
Kick down into near the goal square. Pack forms over. It goes touched and through for the minor score. So that takes the score to 3 goals to 20 points. Plays 1 goal straight. Encounter Bay trailing in this game.
Now I just sort of realised something. I've been looking for the Malay of Cam Jarrett.
Is he on the bench? Is he?
No, gone.
Oh, he's out of the side.
No, Malay gone.
Oh, what?
Worse, Malay gone. So here we are with Neil on the clubhouse side of the ground, and he's kicked it up into the centre, towards the centre cricket pitch. Baldock had it. He's kicked it forward, looking for Pepper. Pepper can't quite reach the ball. His McLaren defender can. He handballs off to his mate in Hopkins. Hopkins sends it out of the defence, but it's chopped off magnificently for Encounter Bay by Baldock.
Straight to him, Baldock now, left foot into the forward 50. Pack forms looking for Pepper, nearly. Oh, beautiful mark from behind. He's given away free kick, as you know. Sam Laurie gets a free kick. So free kick to Laurie in the back lines. Gonna look long down the line. Looking for Ellison, is it? Oh, off hands now. Bays get a little kick out of there into a dangerous spot. Petit. Not enough distance on the kick. Oh, and chopped off there. Beautiful work there by Rory Long for the Vales, for the Districts. Little chip forward there. He's found Ben Davis for Encounter Bay. chop things off. He's a long way out. He won't be able to get this distance. He's going to... Oh, shocker of a kick into the man on the mark. Play on the call. Oh, holding the ball. Free kick taken by the McLaren Districts. Play on over to Moyle. Moyle now. Kick to Ellison. Ellison gets on his right foot. Doesn't muck around. Bangs it forward. They've got 2-on-1 here. Encounter Bay win this one. Oh, slipped over was Hayter, I think. Last minute. Play on's the call. They're under pressure. Encounter Bay, they really are striving to get the ball out of McLaren's. No, now it's over to McLaren for Encounter Bay. Over to Eli Horrocks. Horrocks now, left foot, up to the forward 50. Play on, there's a bit of space out here. Vanderloo repels for the Districts, goes down into the centre of the ground. Couldn't find a mark there. Moyle again, tries to get a kick out of there. Holding the ball. So, bit of space and time here. Encounter Bay want to bang this one in quick. Bradford's got the ball.
Well, he's at the top of the 50. He's taken a fair way back for his run up. He's coming back to the cricket pitch. Anyway, he plays on. Sends it long into the forward line. Looking for Pepper. Can't find him. It's gone out the back. Spilled out the back. Fennety's in hot pursuit for the Districts. It's rove best by McLaren, but now it's with Pepper. Pepper takes 2 of them on, and because that's what you got to do with him. And so he had the ball tucked under his arm, and then a man on around each side in a bear hug type fashion. So umpire stoppage throw up.
Marksy throws it up. One that ruck there was McLaren's, but this ball's going nowhere. Going to be another ball up in the forward right pocket for Encounter Bay. Up they go. Pepper wins the tap. That ball's going nowhere again. Oh no, they found a free kick too high. Bit of that going on today. Goodison for McLaren Districts, looking out wide, looking for a bit of real estate. He can't. Oh, small pass there. Encounter Bay chop it off. They're fighting hard for it. Can they get it out of there? Look at that stout defence by McLaren's. Harry Evans, he's had plenty of it. Nice work. They go down towards the centre wing. McLaren Districts fighting for it was Ellison. Off hands, front and centre. Look at him battling in like a rover McCreena now for the Encounter Bay. Little hand pass rushed over the boundary line, and it will be a boundary throw-in.
Yep, rushed over by Jet Hogwarton for McLaren. He was right on the boundary line when he took possession. Boundary ump throws it in, scoreboard side of the ground, pretty much in front of the scoreboard. That was Jack Crispin got the benefit of the ruck tap, punched it, went to ground. A player wrapped up straight away, and now umpire ordered to have a stoppage throw up. Tonkin, unchallenged, gets the ruck tap. It's hit the deck. Players from both sides fighting over it on the ground. We've got Horrocks for Encounter Bay on the ground. We'll have another stoppage throw up.
So up they go. Oh, look at that. Tonkin got a huge leap. No one could really take the mark. Bit of a head-high contact there taken by Eli Horrocks. Takes a look around, gets on that dangerous left foot towards the forward 50. Pack forms. There's been a push out though. Umpire Marks was right onto that one. It's going to be a free kick there taken by McLaren's. So they're really defended well. Finauti in the back lines now. Short pass over to Vanderloo. Short little chip to Daniel Marr, one of their best players. Lovely chip out there. They're sharing the ball around. Here he goes again. Evans had plenty of the ball in this first quarter. Into the forward 50. Ellison! Lovely work, Cody Ellison. Solid mark. He'd be kicking about 35 metres. Slight angle, should get this goal with a breeze in his back.
Just your comment about Marr, who fed that ball down to Ellison. Marr was best player last week for McLaren.
Yep, he's a
They
very good player.
Put he left, but he was number 1 of the 6.
Kick by Ellison is on the way. Looks pretty good. They like it. It's a goal to the McLaren side. A bit of a public announcement here. We've got, as you might be aware, the match of the round is brought to you by Happy FM through the many local sponsors who make this live streaming and radio broadcast possible. Happy FM celebrated its 30th birthday this year and recently has undergone a major upgrading program. As part of this major upgrade, Happy FM is selling a block of land adjacent to Happy FM's headquarters in Victor Harbour. The land is located at 31 Lindsay Street, right in the heart of Victor Harbour, and is an incredible opportunity to build a residential home, business or commercial premise. If you're interested in this prime piece of land, contact Paul Price from Harcourt South Coast on 0438 132 865.
Coming together, gelling just at the right time, hasn't he?
Absolutely.
He's done it a few times before. He knows what it's all about, that's for sure. So umpire Marks throws it up, and this time McLaren got the benefit of it. It's picked up now by Encounter Bay, and we've got Lippert able to get a kick out to centre wing position for the Bays clubroom side of the ground. It's hit the deck, and players from both teams jump on it. Umpire Mark says, "Give it to me." Full stoppage. Throw up. So umpire Marks throws it up. Tonkin, lovely tap work. He's just sublime to watch.
He's an athlete, isn't he? A great leap. He really does know his craft.
Yeah, 256 gamer.
Is he? Yep. There you go. It's a lot, isn't it?
Yep.
Looks like you go for another 250. Banged out of there. I think that was Bradford got the kick for the Bays. Up they go. Off hands. Oh! Did he what? Did he get rid of it? No, he didn't. Not incorrect disposal there. And it's going to be holding the ball. So kick out there. The Bays wrapping things up. Oh, over the top. Connor Hills couldn't take it. Look at that. Is hard, tough, pressured by McLaren Districts. They are right on top of this game early.
And this has been what's happening all quarter. Joel Vanderloor won that free kick down on the 50-metre line. Then he sends it up to the centre, and I think it was Jet Holgardens able to hold it up, and we get a stoppage throw up. It's back with Encounter Bay. They got some space. They got some real estate out on the clubroom side of the ground. They're down to their 50 line again through Tyson Neal. He sends a little chip kick in to Garrett.
Garrett now. He's got an opportunity. Gets onto his left foot, just pokes it up nice and high. Pack forms. Baldock, where is he? Offhands it goes. Front and centre. Lovely work there. It's a goal to the Bays. Well done, Ben Davis.
Do you want instant cash? Drop off your deposit bottles and cans and scrap metal today at South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots in Victor Harbour, Goolwa and Yankalilla. South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots offer undercover drop-off facilities, and the Goolwa depot is open 7 days a week. To see opening times, the latest prices and the items that can be dropped off for recycling, visit southcoastrecycle.com.au.
He's about to... Oh no, he's just collecting his flags.
Yeah, no, they've put it on the board. So there it is on the FPA scoreboard. The score is 4-2. McLaren Districts plays Encounter Bay 2 straight goals. So they needed that. What a desperate goal. Well done to Ben Davis.
Now they're hanging in there.
They are. And they've got the breeze on the second.
They do. So they wouldn't be too down in the mouth. I still think we need an inquiry into the removal of the mullet from Cam Jarrett.
Yeah, what's happened there?
That is just outrageous stuff, that is.
Well, we're all disappointed. We wanted to see the mullet, the magic mullet man. We'll have to find out what happened there,
Yeah, anyway.
Tragedy. So there it is.
Yeah.
We'll come back for the second quarter action very soon. This is the Great Southern Footy League on live radio, 90.1 FM, streaming live on YouTube at happyfm.org.au. See you soon.
With over 180 years of farming family know-how behind us, ProStock Livestock will help you with all your livestock needs. ProStock will get you the best price for your livestock when buying or selling, and will even help you muster and transport them. Wherever you are across the Fleurieu Peninsula or anywhere in South Australia, we'll offer you the highest quality, professional yet personal service. So give ProStock Livestock a call to discuss your needs today. Visit us online at prostock.com.au.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field.
G'day, Ian Wright here, manager of 90.1 Happy FM. As you can hear, even the cops
they're onto it. A 30% discount for the finals in the men's A-grade series. We've got this fantastic YouTube package. Been covering footy on the Fleurieu for 30 years. Going to give your business a 30% discount. Find out more. Go to the Contact Us tab on our website or give us a call, 8552 7999. You're going to love it. Footy finals coming up exclusively for men's A-grade at 90.1 Happy FM. Local footy at its best.
Beachside Bedding next to Habra Pharmacy is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, AH Beard and Adriatic Slumber. Mary and her team at Beachside Bedding also offer a beautiful range of locally made Fleurieu furniture. Beachside Bedding offers free delivery and old mattress removal and is open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot Road, Habra. Always competitive on price with real product knowledge. Beachside Bedding.
Yes, thank you very much, Ian. We really appreciate your business too, Mary. Beachside Bedding's a fantastic place. And a big shout out to Doc Halliday. Where are you, Doc? Who knows? If he's
Here he is.
Doc, how you going, mate? Fantastic to be here for this very important clash. 2 goals straight, Encounter Bay, 4 goals to McLaren Districts, and we're thinking it could be a blowout, but geez, that lucky goal there at the end by Davis.
They really needed that. Going against the goal scoring flow of play, limited 50-metre entries into their forward zone throughout the quarter, and a dominant period of ball possession by McLaren. So they're still there. They wouldn't be hitting the panic button by any stretch at the moment. The McLaren players have just broken up from their huddle, from their coach's huddle, and they're going back to their team sheet positions, and Encounter Bay likewise, and the umpy will be resuming play very soon.
And scores from around the grounds, thanks to the Victor Harbour Motor Company and Match Day Data. We've got one game only that we can report on because we've only got the other games aren't in, but there's one game, important game for Mount Compass Wollonga as far as their standing on the ladder goes, in the bottom half of the ladder. And that is Wollonga 5 goals 2 plays Mount Compass 1 goal straight. So that's an interesting result there for the first quarter. And I'm assuming Wollonga are going with the breeze there. So there we go. Doc Halliday, what are your thoughts on this game, mate?
I'm thinking there's a 2-goal breeze.
Yes.
The McLaren have kicked beautifully.
They have.
And as you said, that goal right on the siren was very helpful.
Indeed. Well, there it is. It's all tied up if you're taking into account the breeze.
So Doc Halliday, a man with a lot of experience at this ground, and I'm talking decades, you reckon it's only a 2-goal breeze, and you've had the benefit of walking across the ground, you think it's only a 2-goal advantage?
Yeah, I think so.
2-goal advantage. So, gee, that puts some interest into that scoreboard line, because I think they're about 3 goals up, are they?
2 goals, 4 goals 2 plays 2 goals up they go.
There's the 2 goals.
Marks now, umpire Marks gets the just trying to run out of the ball there. I think that was Tyson Neal, was it? Yeah, let's say that was. Yep, Neal try to get it out of there, but it's going to be another ball up. Marks now. There goes the tap. Laurie for the McLaren side, try to get it out of there. Crispin's now for the Eagles. The Bays, he's fallen over the last minute. They go in hard. Jackson Daniels for McLaren Districts, wrapped up into a tackle. Going to be another ball up.
So we're right in front of the scoreboard pretty much, and probably only 5 metres off the boundary line. Umpire Marks about to throw it up. So we've got Callum wins the ruck tap, gets it down to Neil. Horrocks gets a hurried kick onto his left boot, but it's been intercept marked on the boundary line by McLaren, and they'll called out of bounds, so it'll be boundary umpire throwing.
Rucks go at it. Laurie takes the front position, gets the tap out of there. Ball now with McLaren's. They're fighting in hard. Neil couldn't get a kick out of there. Scrambly play. Left, right and centre. They get in there, and Marksy's going to ball it up once again. Centre wing position. Stalemate. Second quarter. Who can take the ball by the horns? Up they go. The Bays get the ruck out of there. Once again, Tyson Neal featuring in there. work there by Connor Hills. Laser tackle. Oh, he's got called it holding the ball, did he? Wow. Kick by Connor the Hills into the looking for Pepper into the forward line. It goes off hands, banged out of there in a hurry. Check side, a kick goes bouncing. That ball is through for a goal. Sensational goal.
Don't be the next victim of a home invasion.
Pull over. Let's rob this joint.
Great Southern Security will install a home security system with monitored alarm to protect your home or business. They also provide CCTV, mobile patrols, cash transit, event security and a text and tag service.
Looks like this place has got its own secretary.
What do you mean, secretary?
That sign.
You idiot, that's security. This place has got an alarm.
Visit greatsouthern.security.com.au.
Scoreboard. Ball in the centre. Laurie versus Tonkin. Tonkin gets the tap out. Oh, that ball's going nowhere. Oh, they're fierce and tough. Brett Ellis got a huge smile on his face. He's loving it. He loves
so's
this
David
sort of stuff.
Marks. He's happy about something. He's
He's
having a good day at
enjoying
the office, Marks.
They're all having a laugh. Something happened that was funny. Tonkin gets the tap. Hard in there, trying to get the clearance with him. Brett Ellis, he's a bulldozer in there. And Laurie in the bottom of the pack, like a rover, it's been tackled, and it's going to be another ball up. So this ground is really held up well. A lot of rain, but it's quite firm on the surface there. Laurie gets a tap out of there. Daniel Marr for McLaren's. Couple of Eagles dive on him. Going to be a ball up once again.
Yeah, Connor Hills having a little bit of a purple patch to start off this quarter. He was at the bottom of the pack, fighting hard for it. So Rucks do battle. Laurie wins it, intercepted best by Horrocks. Horrocks feeds it out to Crispin. Crispin sends it out to the centre wing. Kick down to the base, down to Pepper at full forward area. He's unable to mark it, and the ball's hit the ground, and Cohen pet it, and he's wrapped up on the ground by a McLaren player, and we'll have throw up by umpire 4.
Dangerous spot for the base, right in the teeth of the goals. Tap down there. They edge a little bit closer to that goal square, looking for their 4th goal. Pepper tries to do the ruck in there. Get over there to Horrocks, snaps towards the goals, just to the near side, offline through for the minor score. So nice work there by the Bays. Almost jagged another one. Kick out there by McLaren's. Lovely pass. Oh no, it's been chopped off there. Last minute, that was to Tonkin. That's Hamish Tonkin. Gonna take a shot on goal. Breeze in his back. Should make the distance here. He's been kicking about 45 metres out. Back in from here to get the distance. Accuracy is the only question. And the Bays certainly are starting this second quarter with a lot of zeal.
But where's this team come from? Were they the ones that went off at quarter time?
They've certainly been fired up by Kate Wade Foggo. Kick on the way. It's going to be over the line. It's through for a minor score. So just offline, I think. Yeah. And through for the minor score.
That wind, I reckon, played havoc with the pack, and they couldn't read it, and it's gone over the pack completely. And we've got Jackson Daniels from McLaren's just checking out the new cricket nets area, which is where the balls ended up. They look like they're going to be nice nets too.
Yeah, they certainly
brand new foundation, brand new poles.
So
anyway.
Kick out now from McLaren's. So the tide has turned. They're under pressure, McLaren's. Against the breeze, they're kicking out from full back. Up they go. Lovely work by Bollenhagen. Got a couple of hands on it, but couldn't take the mark. Oh, yeah. Free kick there by Ellison, was it?
Mark. Cody Ellison.
Oh, he took the mark.
Yeah.
There you go.
He's a big unit too,
He
that
is.
fella. Anyway, he sends it down to the centre wing position in front of the scoreboard. Ball goes to a pack and is off hands over the boundary line for a throw in. So still turning into a bit of an arm wrestle now this game.
1 goal in it.
Yeah.
3-2 plays 4-2. The Bays down by 1 goal. Tap out there by Tonkin. Leading for the Bays. Pettit gets a little kick on the end of the forward 50. Up towards Pepper. Fisted over there. The McLaren side just repelling it. Under pressure. Connor Fit now bangs it out of their right boot. Looking for Laurie. Can't find that player. The Eagles now. That's the Bays. getting a handball out of there. Eli Horrocks, lovely left footer into the goal square. Up they go. McLaren's, was it holding the ball? Yes, it was. Up by a horse, said, yep, pay the chocolates, good tackle. And the Bays with yet another opportunity to kick a goal. And who do you like? It's going to be that man there,
Garrett.
In Kieran Garrett, with his opportunity to score his second goal in this game, Chris.
If the wind weren't swirling around like it is, I'd be a lot more confident. But
I'm going to back him.
You're going to back him? He's going from a long way out.
Yeah, he'll do it.
He'll release about 48, I reckon.
Oh, shocker. Put the commentator's curse on him into the pocket. It goes off hands over for the minor score. So 3 goals, 3. Encounter Bay plays McLaren Districts 4 goals, 2.
He shanked it, and so often that happens when you've got the prolate spheroid to contend with.
Yeah, indeed.
And you're trying to kick it as far as you can here. McLaren bring it back in from full back. We're with Vanderloo in the back pocket, clubroom side of the ground. He sends it up to the back flank. Players drop the mark. That was kind of fit under pressure. It's hit the deck, and now we've had an Encounter Bay player
holding
tackle.
the ball.
And
was it?
David Marks is Johnny on the spot.
Push him in the back, I think he's...
What's he going to do? He's awarded a free kick to Christopher's.
Christopher's now, long way from home, looking for a lead. Long kick, pack forms. Oh, lovely mark there. Well done by, that was Clark, Griffin Clark. Going to take his time here. Is he good enough? He's a long way from home, but there's breeze in his back. Oh, his short pass is on. Oh, nearly. You're taken there. I think that was Horrocks. Off hands, and it's going to be a ball up.
Yeah, Horrocks and Vanderloo, they were fighting for that.
About 35 metres out from the Encounter Bay goal. Lippert tries to get a kick out of this, smothered off the boot. Fighting hard for it is Ellis for McLaren's. Holding the ball. Hot potato, and well done there. Good tackle by Holberton for the McLaren Districts.
But Fife's ended up with the ball somehow. He's got a free kick. He's the clubroom side of the ground, sends it up to the back pocket. Oh, sorry. Yes, Holberton's got the free kick. Yep, sorry, corrected. And McLaren has still got up there on the clubhouse side of the ground. They're up to the back flank area.
Solid.
Ball's hit the deck. Blair's going in solidly. It's picked up best by Lippert. Lippert gets a little hand pass out. He gets it over to Bradford. Bradford sends it by foot down to the goal square.
Oh, just touched.
And looking for, but unable to find the big man in Pepper, and it's now for a point kick in, which is taken by Goodison. He wastes no time, sends it up. Oh, they're in danger. They're in the danger zone. They fumbled the ball a bit. It's back with Goodison. They're only just getting out of the full forward square now. Goodison sends it up towards the back flank area. Pack of players. No one can take clean possession, and it's sent over the boundary line for a throw-in.
Well, it's a rejuvenated Encounter Bay side. They certainly are surging ahead with the confidence of the breeze behind their back. The ball goes up. Lovely work there by Tonkin, trying to get a free kick there, and he's milked it. Beautiful work there by Eli Horrocks, just dropped the shoulder in a Selwood-like performance. He's just dropped the shoulder, got the free kick, and he's going to drive it in the left foot. Short pass, lovely pass, finds Neil. Neil now, that was Ben Davis. Ben Davis bangs it into the forward line. Lovely mark by Baldock. Cops one in the schnoz for his trouble. But he's got it, this kick virtually in front of goals, no distance to speak of, and should bang this through and get the go-ahead lead for the Bays. So, interesting stuff. Kick on the way, no problems. He gets the goal for Encounter Bay.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 161 Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
8 points. Encounter Bay lead McLaren Districts 4 goals to 26. So, yep, good stuff. And scores around the grounds thanks to the Victor Harbour Motor Company and Matchday Data. We've got one game on offer here for you, and that is Wollonga, 6-2, and they're leading Mount Compass 2-4. So just waiting for the ball to get back into the centre.
Well, what a beauty! Now we've got
it's game on.
We've got a 2-point game, and the lead. We've got a lead change. So Encounter Bay on the FPX scoreboard 28 plays McLaren 26.
Ball in the centre, tapped by Tonkin. The Bays now through Petit out of the centre. Lovely centre clearance and a lovely mark by guess who? Tyler Baldock. Take a bow, Baldy. He's in form. And what's he kicking from about 40 metres out? Breezing his back directly in front of goals. Confidence would be sky high.
Well, his foot would still be a little bit warm from kicking the leather 30 seconds ago.
Absolutely, left foot by Baldock. Hey, look at that. It's lovely. It's through the middle of the goals.
Well, do you want instant cash? Drop off your deposit bottles and cans and scrap metal today at South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots in Victor Harbour, Goolwa and Yankalilla. South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots offer undercover drop-off facilities, and the Goolwa depot is open 7 days a week. To see opening times, the latest prices and the items that can be dropped off for recycling, visit southcoastrecycle.com.au.
Yes, interesting game of football we've got here. If Encounter Bay win this, well, they look forward to next week with an opportunity to grab the double chance. Huge stakes on offer here for the Blue and Golds. So here we go. Second quarter action. Encounter Bay, they are suddenly looking like the team. A long way to go, but it's a great game of footy here at Encounter Bay. Up by David Marks to ball it up. Laurie versus Tonkin in the ruck. They go at it. Laurie gets the decisive tap, but it's taken there by Bradford over to Tonkin. That's Hamish Tonkin, chips it out wide, finds a player there in Walker. Kick down the line.
Hills.
Connor Hills there. Another kick down the line. The pack forms off hands. Well done there by Marr. Smothered off the boot. Horrocks goes in there, fighting hard. Oh, he's got a free kick. Player hung on to there. Long way out from home. But he likes his chances. He's going to have a go, is he? No, he's going to look for a lead.
That's centre half forward.
Hell of a kick from there. Going to give it a roost. He's done it. Banged it in long. It's gone. It's gone. It's going. It's over for a great goal to the Bays.
With over 180 years of farming family know-how behind us, ProStock Livestock will help you with all your livestock needs. ProStock will get you the best price for your livestock when buying or selling, and will even help you muster and transport them. Wherever you are across the Fleurieu Peninsula or anywhere in South Australia, we'll offer you the highest quality, professional yet personal service. So give ProStock Livestock a call to discuss your needs today. Visit us online at prostock.com.au.
Time to bang on another couple.
Hey, how about this? Round the grounds, Leon Creek at Leon Creek, 1 goal 4-10 versus Victor Harbour, 71 points.
Wow, big result there. Up they go in the ruck. No one could get a decisive tap on there. Taken away by McLaren. They've finally got one. Kicked out of there. Up they go. Lovely defence there by the Bays. They're going overtime. Working hard in there. Bit of space taken out of there. Lovely shot for goal. No, it's offline. Through for the minor score.
Yeah.
So McLaren's just with a one against the play there into the breeze and scores the minor score.
Yeah, Jet Holborn. Oh, he's disappointed with himself. He put on the Jets too.
Player down in the middle there, on the 50-metre line, just to the left there, Steve Adams. You get that player down, and he's in a lot of pain. Who have we got? Trader's out there. He's holding his knee. Geez, that's not a good sign. Try and find that.
He's got 3 trainers with him. That's the big boy. Is that Bulldog?
No, it's not Bulldog. Knee. Geez, you never like to see that, do you? And just holding that left knee up. That's,
no, not Bulldog. Bulldog's just come over and pat him on the head.
Yeah.
Who is it? 11.
Oh, that's
Hills.
Connor Hills. So yeah, they're just going to take a bit of time out here to get the player off the ground, so you never like to see that. We had one last week in the Molponga game. Player went down with a knee. It was Cam Dallets, so our thoughts, best wishes goes to Connor Hills. And yeah, a bit of a lull in proceedings now. We're just going to take a bit of time. And that was just when McLaren's surged ahead to get a score on goal against the grain. Kick out now from full back by the Bays. It's Hamish Tonkin going to take the kick out. Eventually he's going to get going here. There'll be a bit of time on. We've gone 17 minutes, just over 17 minutes into this second quarter. Important clash. 6 goals, 4 Encounter Bay. Plays 4 goals, 3. McLaren's kick out. Straight down the middle of the ground he goes. To pack forms, tapped over the back. That kick is worth 2. Oh, trying his best there was Connor Fit. Wrapped into a tackle. The Bays. That ball's going nowhere. Ball up.
Well, you called it. You said kick is worth 2. That you're talking about the point kick in, I think, Steve. It's wind at his back, and we're now at the centre circle. So rucks do battle. That was Ellison grabbed it out of the ruck. It's with Encounter Bay. They changed the flow of play down to the centre half forward line for the Bays, and we've got Tate Walker wrapping up the McLaren player for a field stoppage throw up by Hoare. So on the half forward flank for the Bays, and I think that is Pettit has been wrapped up by McLaren player
Daniel Marr,
and we have another stoppage throw up. Rucks do battle, double-handed tap by the McLaren ruck.
Out of there, but look at that tackle there by Pettit. Just nailed him. Oh, feisty stuff. They're going in. And free kick though. It was a tackle maybe a bit too ferocious there. Took Matthews down, but no, fair play. Well, good umpiring there by umpire Hoare. Tap out of there by McLaren's. Oh, kind of fit. He's fired up. Wants to get this ball out of there. Going to be another ball up. So, Baldock in ruck against Laurie. Tap out there. Clearance by Encounter Bay. Chipped out of there. Oh, lovely tackle on the ball carrier there. Going to be another ball up there.
Look, the Bays are just licking their lips here. They've just got it down there. They've sensed some forward momentum with the breeze at their back, and they just want to capitalise on scoring opportunities. Picked up by the Bays, spin around by Ben Davis. Ben Davis gets a hurried kick up to full forward. The marks drop there. Corin Peppers picked it up. He hairballs it out to a teammate. It's now wrapped up by the McLaren player, who will be seeking to get a stoppage throw up, and he achieves that, much to the delight of his teammates. Pepper takes the ruck tap, bustles his way out of there, dishes off to Baldock. Baldock sends a rainmaker down at the pocket.
Kicked out of there, Encounter Bay. Look at them, they're fighting hard. They're desperate for this next goal. Stacks on the mills. Going to be another ball up. They're only about 25 metres out, directly in front of their goals. They're surging ahead here, the Bays. Ball up, Corin Pepper. He almost got the tap there. Look, Baldock in there, featuring for the Bays again. Wrapped into a tackle was an Encounter Bay play. Now it's going to be another ball up. So, ooh, tough stuff here. A lot of players around the ball. Ellison gets that tap out there straight to an Encounter Bay player. Gets tackled. I think that might have been Fife. Or was it Lippert? It's hard to see in there. There's so many players around the ball. They go up. Tapped out of there by McLaren. Who's going to win this one? Bradford gets a little poke kick out there. Christopher's now handball over to Eli Horrocks. The left foot of Horrocks looks pretty good. Just drifting offline against that side there. He looked pretty good. I think the breeze just took it into the near side. Off through for the minor score. So the Bays go from... I think they're 6 goals, 642 plays. McLaren District's 4 goals, 3 on the FPA scoreboard. Yeah. Is that 6 goals, 5?
The Bays are playing with urgency. It's 20 minutes gone, 21 minutes gone, but there'll be another 5 or 6 minutes time on after the 22. So you think we could go into the late 20s with this quarter. But the Bays are playing like there's only a minute to go with the use of that breeze. McLaren's bring it back in from the point kicking, get it out to the club room side of the ground where it's hit a pack of players and gone over the boundary line for a boundary line throw in. So boundary line throw in between pocket and flank for the Bays, and no one could get clean possession. It's tap forward, push forward, urged forward by the Encounter Bay players, and then we've got Pepper on the ground with it. He's taken 2 on again, gang tackled as usual.
Oh, holding the ball. Wow. So he just sort of tried to get it out like rugby style scrum.
Yeah.
And the umpire said, "Oh, that's fair enough, that's holding the ball."
He tends to ball under one arm and player under the defender under each other arm, and he tries to go off the market with them. So the balls, that was Goodison that took the free. Not much came of that because it's been ricocheted back into the same area it came from, and umpire Hoare says, well, they're a stoppage throw up. So still between the pocket and the flank for Encounter Bay, and balls hit the deck again. Players desperate to
holding the ball. Wow, just leant in over it, and fair enough. Didn't make an attempt there. That was Jackson Daniels. Going to be a free kick awarded here to Pettit.
Yeah, he's seen a fair bit of it.
He's got the headband on. He's got the wild look.
He's got the moustache, the headband,
and those flashy boots. A bit of red, white, and blue.
Almost some type of mullet forming there. You know,
he doesn't really know what he's doing.
Front party at the back.
Yeah, he said he doesn't worry about the barbers. He just goes, "That'll do."
Yeah,
it's a wild man look. Pettit, now the kick by him underway. It's not a bad looking kick. It's off to the near side though, through for the minor score.
It was he gave it a roost. It was a nice looking disposal, but that wind can work wonders. Anyway, Goodison brings it in for McLaren's. He gets it up to the pocket and finds a teammate in Bollenhagen. Didn't see much of him today, but he can turn it on at times. Bollenhagen, let's go down the line, and he got it up to centre wing position. It was a good kick, but it's chopped off by Hamish Tonkin. Tonkin sends it back from where it came, and we had a McLaren player sitting under it, but the Encounter Bay, I think that was Bollenhagen again. So we're getting a bit of ping pong here. Bollenhagen sends it up to centre wing, comes back, ends up with Bollenhagen again. Bollenhagen has a different attempt this time. Switches play across the other side of the ground. Baldock's there to try and chop it off. He got defensive pressure by McLaren. McLaren got it out on the centre wing. They send it forward by foot, and there's no one home for them. And it's ended up with Christopher's for Encounter Bay. But a free kick's been put downfield to Brett Ellis. Yep. Brett Ellis is just saying, I don't know what it's for, mate, but I'll have it. Give me the ball. Ellis goes inboard, finds a teammate in Moyle. Moyle, what can he do with it? Sends it to the cricket pitch to Vanderloo. Vanderloo dishes off, hand pass. It's at the 50 for McLaren.
Lovely looking pass. They've got a chance now, McLaren, as they go into the goal square. Up there. Oh, great mark. Was it? No, almost play on's the call. Excellent attempt there by Jet Holberton. Couldn't grab that mark. It's going to be a ball up about 35 metres near the McLaren District's goal against the breeze. Can they jag one here? There's not much time left on in the second quarter. Oh, lovely blind turn there by Tate Ellison. Tries to get the kick around the corner. Up they go, off hands towards the boundary line. Oh, Ellis just thought about booting it off the ground. It's going to be a boundary throw-in.
Well, Encounter Bay players have been playing like they're on some sort of key performance indicator bonus if they kick a certain score in this second quarter, because they've just been licking their chops the whole way through it. But now we're in the inside 50 for McLaren's. It's with the McLaren's. They've got it at the top of the 50. It's with Fennerty. Fennerty sends it by foot out to the pocket. We're on the club room side of the ground now. Pack of players forms. Oh, one of the McLaren players is able to wrench it out single-handedly and gets it off to Matthews, Henry. And,
holding the ball, incorrect disposal. Good tackle. They're fierce and hard in there. The Bays are absolutely fierce and ferocious in this second quarter. They've won it well. Fife now kicks centre wing position. Over the packet goes. Nice work there by Jack Crispins. Turns around over to Baldock. Baldock, lovely little left footer. They're sharing the ball nicely. Tyson Neal there. Kick down into the forward line. Off hands it goes. Bit of space. Can they get it out of there? Tyson Neal. Handball. to no one in particular. Ellis mops things up over to Marr. Marr into the centre of the ground. Nice looking kick. He's found us that Connor Fit now. Kicks it up towards the forward 50. Ball drifting. Couple of Eagles players against one McLaren's player. Lovely work. Hamish Tonkin kick out wide. This ball's going to be out of bounds. Last possession free kick going to be taken there by the McLaren's player there in Jackson Daniels.
Yeah, Tate Walker that was, and he was disappointed with himself. Took it out a little bit on the opposition player there. But here we are, pretty much in front of the scoreboard in commentary position. McLaren's bring it in, get it inside 50. Pack of players, a big high flyer at the back, and no one able to take clean possession. We've ended up with Groves on the ground with it for McLaren, and he's wrapped up. Umpire David Marksy Marks says we'll have a stoppage throw up. Ball goes up. Tonkin wins the tap. It's, is that the crab?
The crab band, yeah.
Yeah, the blue swimmer. He's been wrapped up, and umpire calls another stoppage throw up.
Ball up here. Dangerous spot here for the McLaren side. They want to get a goal. It's in their forward 50. Banged out of there. Connor Fit. Nice work. But here go the Bays. They're under pressure in their back lines. Harry Evans picks the ball up. Just barges his way through. Gets a mongrel punt up there. Pack forms off hands. There goes Walker. Little kick around the corner along the ground looking for his teammate there, sharing the ball nicely. Christopher's, was it? Handball out there under pressure, football, and it's over the boundary line through for a boundary throwing. So it's gone about 28 minutes gone into this second quarter, and it's been the Bays by, a dominating performance by them. Ruck forms now on the ground. Lippett's in there. Going to be another ball up.
So we've got club room side of the ground, halfway between centre half forward and the 50 metre line for McLaren Districts, and we've got a ball up. Not much time left, I wouldn't have thought. 26 and a half gone. Ball hits the ground. Umpire's seen something he doesn't like, and says, it's a siren, I think.
Siren, yeah. It's hard to hear that siren all the way from the ground here, but that ends the second half in what has been a very entertaining game of football. And if you're an Encounter Bay supporter, you'd be absolutely wrapped with the way they came back in that second quarter. They had the breeze. This third quarter, wow, how important is that? McLaren's going to have this breeze. They need to get a wriggle on. They need to win that quarter because we're going to have the Bays coming home with the breeze in the last one.
Well, if you're an Encounter Bay supporter or just a supporter of watching good footy, you would have been wrapped with that quarter. Absolutely. Because they were playing like a team possessed. Yeah. And they were just, like every ball possession was, we've got to make something of this and get it down into our forward 50, which they did, and they applied some scoreboard pressure on the FPA scoreboard. 6 goals 6-42. Encounter Bay plays 4 goals 3-27 for the Eagles. Over at Langhorne Creek we've got the Creekers 2 goals 7-19, inaccurate kicking by them, to 13 goals 8-86.
Yeah, wow.
So Langhorne Creek starting to give a bit of a yelp, but geez, they've given them a head start.
Yep.
And Mount Compass, Wollonga, we've got Mount Compass 2 goals 5. This is at Mount Compass, half-time score to Wollonga, 7 goals 2-44 on the FPX scoreboard.
Yes, alright, and that wraps things up here for the first half at Encounter Bay Oval for this very important clash for Encounter Bay. This is the Great Southern Football League live on the radio, 90.1, streaming live on YouTube at happyfm.org.au. See you soon.
Do you want instant cash? Drop off your deposit bottles and cans and scrap metal today at South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots in Victor Harbour, Goolwa and Yankalilla. South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots offer undercover drop-off facilities, and the Goolwa depot is open 7 days a week. To see opening times, the latest prices and the items that can be dropped off for recycling, visit southcoastrecycle.com.au. Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power Victor Tyre Power, 161 Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Don't be the next victim of a home invasion.
Pull over. Let's rob this joint.
Great Southern Security will install a home security system with monitored alarm to protect your home or business. They also provide CCTV, mobile patrols, cash transit, event security and a test and tag service.
Looks like this place has got its own secretary.
What do you mean, secretary?
That sign.
You idiot, that's security. This place has got an alarm.
Visit greatsouthern.security.com.au. FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field.
Happy FM's Halftime Hub, brought to you by FP Ag. We're in your field.
Yes, welcome to the Halftime Hub, and I'm talking today with Encounter Bay local legend Ollie Price. Ollie,
how you going, Steve?
Good, mate. You are the social coordinator, effectively, for the club, correct?
Yeah, within the players, yeah, we have a small committee. There's about 5 or 6 of us, so there's me and a couple of the other players and a few people from the netball and just on the committee itself that all help out. So yeah, it's good.
How do you come up with your ideas for social ideas?
Oh, it's mostly just a brainstorming thing. We just try and get together and think of ideas. There's a few people that have been around a few different football clubs, so you get some word of mouth things and things like that. But yeah, no, it's good.
So tonight you've got beer pong.
Got the beer pong tournament. Yeah, we were supposed to have another event, but it just there's a lot of planning behind it. We have a night at the races thing. We had it last year and it was really good. So probably come back next year. But
what's night at the races?
So we have it set up. So there's we have you set out like a race card almost, and you come dressed up in your spring racing carnival gear, and nice. you just buy tickets or whatever, and it's sort of just like a bit of a play on going to the races kind of thing. And
are there races?
Yeah. You watch. We have just old races that we've put up, and yeah, no, it's really good.
So nobody knows the results.
No, I'm only the person that set it up. So
okay, so there must be really old races. So no one's got.
Nah. You just pick them from random. There could be 10 years ago. Okay. They're not old Melbourne Cup races. They're just random races from whenever. Right. So. No, we had that last year and it was really good.
What, you have bookmakers or something?
Yeah, we had a couple of guys at the front and, they're all yelling and things like that and prices up and whatever. Yeah. So, yeah, no, it's good.
Night at the races?
Night at the races, yeah. It'll be back next year, so.
And beer pong tonight, you got any hot favourites?
Well, I like to think myself as a pretty hot favourite tonight, but it could go anywhere. We've got a good mix of just people from the club and players and netballers and things like that, so you never really know who's going to come out.
Is there a theme?
Yeah, just dynamic duos, I reckon we just went with. Okay, so it's just whoever you just got to come as distinguishable as your partner. So
okay, it's like the Superman, Wonder Woman.
Yeah, Superman, Wonder Woman, or if you're too lazy, you could just go as the same colour, whatever you decide to go with. So
a few footy Guernseys.
There'll be a few footy Guernseys, a few basketball jerseys, a few things like that.
Yeah,
so
good stuff.
Yeah.
And tell us, Tom Pearson's last time he was in here, he threw your name out there. He said he called you the Garden Gnome, which was pretty tough.
He did.
I thought it was pretty tough. I mean, how tall are you?
Not very. So I mean, it's probably fair. Oh, okay. It's actually pretty funny. I coached the junior Colts a couple of years ago, and as a coach's present, they got me a garden gnome with them all signed it. So all of them signed it. So yeah, I've been called the gnome. It's been around for a while, but.
And they're still calling you the gnome?
It definitely came back up definitely got some more traction when Tom came on here because I thought it was pretty funny. So
yeah. So what about him? Have you given a stitch up for him?
I could stitch him up with a few things, probably a few things that aren't appropriate for radio. But look, Pearso and I we coached together for about 3 or 4 years. Coached a few senior cult premierships, and so we're pretty close. And it's really good to have him on board as our B grade coach this year. He's really strong figure, and the boys really get along with him well, and he's got a really good footy head, so he's good.
Massive game for the Bees out here today. You had 1 versus 2, and you really wanted to win that game. Tell us about the game we saw today.
Yeah, it was pretty unfortunate. I think we got off to a pretty good start today. We were up at quarter time and felt like we had, we were going against this pretty strong breeze that we had here, and it was felt like the momentum was in our favour, and I think we just sort of took the foot off the pedal. And with a team like McLaren, they're so well drilled. They've won B-grade premierships, so they know what they're doing, and they've got a good mix of youth and old guys that have been around for a while. And so yeah, it was an unfortunate loss, but we're not sort of hanging our hat on that. We don't. Yep. We think we can come out. We'll definitely play them in finals because just the way that it's all set up, it's us, Maiponga, and McLaren up in the top 3, and
next week you've got Maiponga.
And we've got Maiponga next week.
Massive game of footy for you guys.
Massive week, yeah. So I think the top 3 is locked in, but just to get some wind in our sails going into the last, we will be playing Maiponga in that first final. Yeah. So it would be really good to be able to go out there and beat them on their home deck and get some traction behind us going into the final series.
Yeah, and of course you've got the grand final out there, and so playing Pongi at their own ground.
Yeah, if we can get that would be awesome.
Bit of confidence for you guys.
100%. We're definitely really working towards that now. So.
And you got the A's and the B's both playing the finals. That must be it must be a great feeling around the club.
Oh, it's awesome for the club. Yeah. It's been really good this year. We've always been reasonably, well, not always, but in the past couple of years, been reasonably strong in both grades. And for us to sort of come out and have both teams really pushing and really trying to contend and get to that level, it's really positive. We're getting good numbers out, and the culture around the club's really good. The playing group have stuck together for a while. A few new guys, but got our reasonable core of same guys that have stuck around, so it's been really good. The vibe's really good.
And a big moment for the club this year, today, Richard Littley-Stan was named.
Yes.
Tell us about the great man.
Oh, the great man. Look, I wasn't around as much when Richard was sort of on the committee and things like that, but he's just an absolute stalwart of the football club. Everyone knows the Littleys, especially Richard himself, and it couldn't go to a more deserving man from what I've heard, because I've only been around since he's sort of been in his later years, but he's still a really prominent figure at the footy club and very well respected, him and his family.
And we heard we saw there was a presentation. Did you hear any of the words that were spoken?
No, unfortunately I didn't. We were over sort of talking as a group, which is pretty poor by us. I actually didn't understand what was going on. But yeah, it was. Look, he's a very good man, Richard, and his relatives just span throughout the entire football club.
You've got Brian Lidley as well.
That's it.
Christina with the women's competition.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, him and all of his children and relatives, they're really strong figures of the football club. So, couldn't go to a more deserving group and family and man himself.
Yeah, and what makes Encounter Bay such a great footy club? What makes the culture of this club?
I honestly, personally, my biggest thing coming over from another footy club was, just the youth. We have just the young people around the football club is massive. It's a really attractive place to come if you're a young family. We've got young players everywhere, and the older blokes are really supportive, and we've got a really good group. The culture is awesome. We've got Jack Crispin as our A-grade captain this year. He's only a few years older than me, but even the Crispin family, they're really well known throughout the football club, and they've been, to have him as one of the figureheads of the football club is massive, and it just shows sort of where we want to be going with our footy club and bringing in the young guys. We've got a lot of young guys in our young grades, especially our B grade. We've been extremely young for a few years now, so starting to reap some rewards. And for anyone that wants to come to a young, fun club that really embrace the youth and families and things like that, you couldn't come to a better spot, personally.
Fantastic. Ollie Price, thanks for your time.
No worries, Steve.
Really
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. This is the Great Southern Footy League, live on the radio, 90.1 FM, and streaming live on YouTube at happyfm.org.au.
Happy FM's Halftime Hub, brought to you by FP Ag. We're in your field.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field. Don't be the next victim of a home invasion.
Pull over. Let's rob this joint.
Great Southern Security will install a home security system with monitored alarm to protect your home or business. They also provide CCTV, mobile patrols, cash transit, event security and a text and tag service.
Looks like this place has got its own secretary.
What do you mean, secretary?
That sign.
You idiot, that's security. This place has got an alarm.
Visit greatsouthernsecurity.com.au.
With over 180 years of farming family know-how behind us, ProStock Livestock will help you with all your livestock needs. ProStock will get you the best price for your livestock when buying or selling, and will even help you muster and transport them. Wherever you are across the Fleurieu Peninsula or anywhere in South Australia, we'll offer you the highest quality, professional yet personal service. So give ProStock Livestock a call to discuss your needs today. Visit us online at prostock.com.au.
Beachside Bedding next to Habra Pharmacy is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, AH Beard and Adriatic Slumber. Mary and her team at Beachside Bedding also offer a beautiful range of locally made Fleurieu furniture. Beachside Bedding offers free delivery and old mattress removal and is open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot Road, Habra. Always competitive on price with real product knowledge. Beachside Bedding.
Bay Oval today. The game, of course, men's A grade between Encounter Bay and McLaren districts. 1 quarter to go. Now it's back to Chris Shannock and Steve G.
Thank you very much, Ian Wright. And plays just headed out here. McLaren's going with the breeze. Sunshine on the Bay Oval as it's kicked down into the forward 50. Leading for the ball there is McLaren's player there in Cody Ellison trying to get the ball out. This last possession free kick going to be taken by the Bays. So just out there defending Encounter Bay. If they can win this quarter, they can win the game. They call it the Premiership quarter for good reason. Up they go, in front of the coach's box. Encounter Bay now trying to get the ball out on the boundary line. Oh, lovely work there by that McLaren's player. Couldn't quite see who it was. Banged out of there, but it's going to be a last possession free kick or out of bounds on the full. Going to be taken there by Andrew Fife for the Bays.
Yeah, Fifey just having to do a little bit of cross-country work, hurdles the fence. Oh, takes it more carefully than that, one leg at a time. So he's coming up clubhouse side of the ground. He goes down the line, goes for distance, gets it almost up to
nice
the back
mark.
flank.
Neil.
Excellent mark by his teammate Tyson Neal.
Neil now, little short pass down low, taking the mark. That was Garrett. Kieran Garrett, little chip into the looking for a teammate, can't find that player. Vanderloo, handball out, Bollenhagen misses the mark with a handball. Anybody's ball, they're fighting in hard for it. Well, banged out of there in a hurry, kick around the corner. Taken there by Connor Fick, kick towards the goals. It's through for a McLaren District's goal. So they get one back.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field.
Down a bit too, Chris.
By looking at the treetops, it has thrown up back in play here with umpire Hall back in the middle centre circle. It's hit the deck, players fighting for it on the cricket pitch area. It's been shuffled out the back, picked up by an Encounter Bay player. He sends it down to half forward flank for Encounter Bay. Players are off after it. It's picked up best by Encounter Bay. And we've had Christopher's feed it out to a teammate. He's able to send it down towards the forward area for Encounter Bay, but it's been chopped off by Rory Long. Long sends it back down to the centre wing area for McLaren's, and it's found its way over the boundary line. I think the Encounter Bay player asking the question about last possession free, and that's been adjudicated in the affirmative by the umpire. So we've got ball coming back from Encounter Bay.
Kick along the boundary line. Oh, hugs the boundary line, fisted over there, and now over the boundary line for a boundary throw in. So with a mongrel punt there. Counter Bay, what can they do against this breeze? Slight breeze, it's died down a little bit, so ball up now. Nice work there by Callum Tonkin to the running player. The Counter Bay fighting hard. Hobbiton just bangs it on his boot out of there. Nice work by him. Matthews stripped of the ball, tackled in there hard. And the Counter Bay player there, that was Lippert, got tackled. It's going to be a ball up. Just to the left of the commentary spot here, tapped over there by Laurie for McLaren's. They get the ball out, they're moving the ball sharply now. Harry Evans bangs it on the boot into the forward 50. Ellison just shoves his player out of there, plays on, gets the goal, no problems. And is that ball being brought back? Something's going on here. Umpire Hall having a chat to David Marks, and players just pointing in every direction.
Was it to do with this tackle on Daniel Marr out here, where it looked like he'd run into a brick wall?
No one knows what's going on. They're going to take a free kick back here, so that's interesting. They could have had the run-on play that Connor Fitt's going to take a free kick.
Did you say it went through the goals?
It did, yeah. Ellison got a goal there, but they've already blown the whistle, I think.
Well, it's a mystery, but it's with 21, Connor Fitt. He's got the tail wind. He's pretty much almost in front.
You going to back him?
No. He's kicking from 60.
Kick out there into the forward pocket and easily wrapped up there by the Encounter Bay defender. And it's in the back pocket for the Bays. That's I think it's McCreena.
Yeah, Tyler.
Just chipping around the boundary line. They go along clubroom side. Oh, nice work there. Hamish Tonkin's got the ball now. Says, get back, fellas. Little short pass. Under pressure there was Tonkin. That's Callum Tonkin. Play on's the call. Up they go. In front of the Richard Lidley stand. Over the boundary line it goes. Going to be a boundary throw-in.
Right in front of the clubroom area. Right in front of the Richard Lidley stand. You could almost see the menu for the kiosk. Tonkin wins the tap, sends it down to a teammate, gets it back, flicks a hand pass up in the direction of the Encounter Bay area, forward area, and it's pressured over the boundary line by players. No one could take it cleanly. We have a boundary throw-in right in front of the Bays players' race.
Ball up now. Laurie versus Tonkin. Tonkin got a half a tap on there, gets another one on there. Look at that. Bays now with the clearance. Decisive clearance, bouncing ball. Centre half forward position for them. It goes just banged into the forward 50. Under pressure was Goodison, gets it out there. McLaren's, a couple of them could have rabbled up. Here goes Kyron Pepper. Pepper now had a bit more time than he knew about. Tapped, fisted over towards the goal square in a dangerous spot. Crispin bangs it in there, check side, and gets a goal for the Bays. So the
Beachside Bedding next to Habra Pharmacy is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, AH Beard and Adriatic Slumber. Mary and her team at Beachside Bedding also offer a beautiful range of locally made Fluorio furniture. Beachside Bedding offers free delivery and old mattress removal, and is open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot Road, Habra. Always competitive on price with real product knowledge. Beachside Bedding.
part of the game, couple of goal lead there, 2 Encounter Bay.
Well, they did get 2 into the wind in the first quarter.
Yep.
So I would have thought if they could get 2 again this quarter, that'd be a fair return, given the.
But that breeze has died down though, Chris.
Well, let's see what happens back in the centre. The ball's gone up. Tonkin won the tap. No one got the ground advantage when it hit the deck, and we've got Encounter Bay player in Pettit, and he's been wrapped up and have a repeat throw up. Umpire Marks throws it up. Dead heat on the ruck jewel. Ball's hit the deck again, still in that centre circle sort of area, and umpire says no, still not happy with that. Brett Ellis on the bottom of the pack. Have another stoppage throw up.
Marksy balls it up. Leading for it there was Tonkin, front spot. The Bays get the clearance. Crispin now jostling for it, gets one hand. Oh, he's been held. Good umpiring right there. Crispin now, oh, he's called back the player on the mark. Crispin Little right footer looking for Horrocks. Oh, under pressure, got a coat hanger for his troubles as well. And wasn't too happy there by that attention. And he's going to be driving into the forward 50. Eli Horrocks, lovely left footer. Oh, but it's gone astray. Goes straight down the throat of the big man Laurie for McLaren's. Kicks it out wide. With a bit of space here now, McLaren's. It's Lockie Cam. Oh, under trouble now here. The bays are repelling. Horrocks now with another opportunity. Left foot pass into there, trying to get it out. That was Tonkin over to Crispin. Crispin, oh, smothered. And off the ground goes Ben Davis for another Eagles goal. That's the bays.
Don't be the next victim of a home invasion.
Pull over. Let's rob this joint.
Great Southern Security will install a home security system with monitored alarm to protect your home or business. They also provide CCTV, mobile patrols, cash transit, event security and a text and tag service.
Looks like this place has got its own secretary.
What do you mean, secretary?
That sign.
You idiot, that's security. This place has got an alarm.
Visit greatsouthern.security.com.au.
So on the FPA scoreboard, we've got the Encounter Bay 8 goals, 6 leading McLaren Districts, 5 goals, 3 on the FPA scoreboard. Interesting stuff here. Encounter Bay taking the early dominance in this. Callum Tonkin gets the tap. They're full of confidence, the Bays. They're going in hard. Daniel Maher lays the tackle against Petit for the Bays. Ball up again. Stalemate position. What can McLaren Districts do? Tap out of there. Clearance won again, almost by the Bays. Taken out there by McLaren's. Daniel Maher's doing well for his team. Harry Evans. Oh, it's been a whistle. Didn't see what that was for. Let's call it holding on. I don't know. But McCreena's got the ball for the Bays. Little chip along the line there. Cut off by that man in Finauti. Fennerty just get the kick along there. Moyle now for McLaren's. Up they go. Lovely hands by Cody Ellison for McLaren's. He's a long way from home. A little bit of breeze around though.
Oh, excellent pass. Excellent pass into the big man there by Alex Moyle. And it was weighted just right, had just enough on it. Finds straight onto the chest, lace out. And that's how you... Oh, we've got an infringement. We've got a 25.
Wow.
As if we needed to get any closer. Let's put whatever doubt there was. We're back down to about 80% chance.
Didn't see what that was. What was that for?
The Encounter Bay player ran across into where he should have been keeping the area free.
Undisciplined play.
So I don't know if umpires Horrocks had to get the Stanley Fat Max out there to measure that 25, but kick on its way through the middle.
It's a goal. Another big goal.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 161 Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
And this is, even though McLaren's aren't letting him run away with it, this is game on here at Encounter Bay.
Ball up in the centre. Laurie versus Tonkin. Tonkin gets the tap. Bradford for the Bays tries to get it out of there. The tackle laid by Bollenhagen. That ball's going nowhere. Another ball up from almost where it started. Laurie, front position. Bradford again. Just two bulls having a wrestle in the middle. Can't get it out again. Marksy balls it up. Tonkin gets a front spot. Oh, lovely little tap over to Crispin for the Encounter Bay side. Over to Ben Davis. Playing well. Kick into the pocket. Up they go. Where is he? The big man Pepper. Offhands it goes. The Bays through Horrocks now. Horrocks with a little left footer. Can't get there because it's been cut off there by Fennerty. Playing well there for McLaren's.
Fennerty brings it out clubhouse side of the ground and gets it up to the defensive 50 for McLaren. It's hit the deck, players fighting for it. Swoops in, there's Goodison for McLaren's. He's able to get boot to ball and send it long to centre wing, just better than for McLaren's. It's on the ground again. We've had Groves being able to pick it up. He gets a hurried hand pass away to the last goal scorer in Ellison. Ellison sends it forward. We're down to the pocket.
Oh, the mullet man, or the ex-mullet man, almost took the mark there. Cam Jarrett, Encounter Bay repel. They got time and space. Have a look at this. Acres in front of him. That's a beautiful licking kick. Oh, trying to find his team now. They're bouncing ball over towards the boundary line. Tackled. Lovely.
Oh, it's
work.
still in.
Davis.
Oh, it's just called out. Now, I've got to come in here on the Cam Jarrett impact there.
Yeah.
Jarrett, we're into the third quarter. How many goals today? None.
Yeah.
Size of mullet today? None. Is there a statistical correlation on that one, Steve?
Oh, like Samson and Delilah, he's lost his hair, mate. If they go there, lip it, gets a kick out of there. Eli Horrocks bumped down, head down, got his head taken, kept his head down. He's got himself a couple of free kicks. Very, very crafty work there by Horrocks. Kicks it out wide over to Tate. Just nice work. Beautiful pass to that man who's had the ball on a string today. Baldock. And he's really playing well. So, Baldy, the number 22 for the Bays, tight angle, long way from home.
He's gone back to the gate, to the ticket box.
He's lining up like he's going to kick it, but I tell you what, it'll be a miracle shot from here. The left foot of the big man, kick underway. It's hell of a kick by Crikey, just missed. Oh, not a bad shot for goal.
Oh,
nearly.
A little bit of trippage.
Take that, Henry Matthews. Wasn't it Matthews?
Yeah, a bit of goal umpire abuse.
That was exciting, wasn't it?
Anyway, the goal umpire's good, and so is the player. It comes out for the McLaren side, and it's up to the boundary in front of on the scoreboard side of the ground. McLaren get a quick kick back in. It's intercepted by Encounter Bay. Encounter Bay send it forward. A nice little chip kick to Kieran Garrett, who's in an excellent goal scoring position, and with not so much wind affecting the game down that end as it was in the first two quarters. What can he do with it?
He's only a young bloke. Bit of pressure on this kick, but he should nail it. I'm backing him from here. I've said that before, but let's go Kieran Garrett. The kick underway. It looks pretty good. The young bloke, he's got 2 for the day.
G'day, Ian Wright here, manager of 90.1 Happy FM. As you can hear, even the cops, they're onto it. A 30% discount for the finals in the men's A-grade series. We've got this fantastic YouTube package. Been covering footy on the Fleurieu for 30 years. Going to give your business a 30% discount. Find out more, go to the Contact Us tab on our website or give us a call, 8552 7999. You're going to love it. Footy finals coming up exclusively for men's A-grade at 90.1 Happy FM. Local footy at its best.
9 goals, 7, 61 Encounter Bay plays 6 goals, 3, 39.
Just quietly, I think they needed that as a bit of a steadier.
Yeah, they did. What can McLaren's answer with here? This is a great game of footy. Oh, Tonkin gets the tap down there. The clearance almost with Encounter Bay, but it's the McLaren's side through Matthews, repelling it into the forward 50. Can't take the mark. There was Ma. Oh, was he holding the ball? Yes, he was. Tackle there. And going to be the blue swimmer Crab, Jaron Crab for Encounter Bay. Going to kick it long towards the coach's box. Outside, lovely hands there. That was at Macrina.
Tonkin?
I'm going to go Macrina.
All right.
They kick there. Up there towards the grandstand. Up they go. This is Tonkin now. Try to take the mark. Play on's the call. Ball in dispute. Going to be ball up.
So right, there we go. We're getting a steak and onion sandwich, $6. Steak with a lot, $8. Yeah. In the Bay's barbecue shed. Ball's thrown up. No one can take clean possession.
Did you have one of those egg and bacon sandwiches, Chris?
I don't know, but they're only $6. Yeah, that's hamburger with a lot, $8. Yeah. Nice. I'm getting hungry. So Tonkin gets his hand to it, hits the deck, picked up best by Daniels for McLaren. It's he's dispossessed. It ends up with Encounter Bay. It's now down in their pocket for Encounter Bay, where we've got Ben Davis fighting for it. It's gone off hands and over the boundary line for a throw in the pocket area, clubber inside of the ground. Oh, there's that youngster, dobs it back into the boundary umpire. It was an accurate little kick too. That little fella with the shorts on, with still got his footy boots on, probably from junior Colts. Don't want to take them off. Wants to go to bed with them on. So Laurie comes in, takes the ruck tap, gets it over to the boundary line, and we've got Horrocks.
Oh, lovely turn by Horrocks. Gee whiz. The boundary line beat him though. That was he's playing well, Horrocks, isn't he?
He is. A little pirouette he attempted there, and he was going to be off to the races if he wasn't called up for over the boundary line.
Taken out of there by the rucks. Decisive tap there. McLaren's get the ball out of there, but it's coming back. Have a look at this. The Bays tackled there too high. They cry, and a free kick's going to be taken there. Is that? Can't see that.
Garrett.
Oh, he's caught one in the guts.
He's going to get at least 25. He's getting a card. He's getting colour.
Yellow card.
He's getting
on
colour.
Matthews. So Matthews gave a jab to the ribs, and he's been sent off.
And
there we go.
Marks was right
That's going to
there.
be 50 metres too. That'll give him a goal. So Kieran Jarrett is going to take a 50. That is a telling moment in the game. Undisciplined play by Matthews. That's not like him. Just got his frustration. There's 50 metres coming up. This bloke, young bloke's going to kick his third goal for the day.
Well, we don't need the Stanley Fat Max for this, do we?
Oh, sorry, they're giving him 25. I thought that was a 50 for the yellow card, but it's 25. So still a... well, he's going to be kicking about 35 metres out. A slight breeze against him. So still take a good kick from there, the young bloke. Can he do it? Big kick. Massive moment on this young bloke's shoulders. There's the kick underway. It's looking good. The young bloke has done it. They run from everywhere.
Do you want instant cash? Drop off your deposit bottles and cans and scrap metal today at South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots in Victor Harbour, Goolwa and Yankalilla. South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots offer undercover drop-off facilities, and the Goolwa depot is open 7 days a week. To see opening times, the latest prices and the items that can be dropped off for recycling, visit southcoastrecycle.com.au.
McLaren's 6 goals 3, 39. Now the screws have really been turned on here by Encounter Bay. What can McLaren's good enough to counterpunch here, Steve?
Well, that's the question. How good are McLaren Districts? The ball goes up. They go at it. Laurie gets the tap away, but Lippert takes the clearance out there for the Bays. Oh, lovely hands there by Goodison. Plays on now. Kick into the centre, looking for Ellis. This man needs to get his charges going. Left foot, lovely looking pass. Leading for it, McLaren's there. That was Fennerty. Bangs it onto his right boot. Up there looking for Ellison. Can't take a grab, but here he is. Great mark. Taken there by Connor Fitt. Fitt now with an opportunity to get one back for his side.
He almost looked like he surprised himself there.
Well, I think he looked around and thought, was that a free kick? Didn't quite. He thought
that someone else might have infringed.
Yes.
One of his teammates.
Yeah, I think so.
And then he couldn't believe how good is this. I've taken it.
How's my luck? I need a Powerball.
Both hands.
I need a Powerball next Thursday for the 100 million. Kick on the way now by Fitt. The right boot just pokes at it. Gee whiz, he got the goal though. That's in goals for the McLaren District side.
Do you want instant cash? Drop off your deposit bottles and cans and scrap metal today at South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots in Victor Harbour, Goolwa and Yankalilla. South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots offer undercover drop-off facilities, and the Goolwa depot is open 7 days a week. To see opening times, the latest prices and the items that can be dropped off for recycling, visit southcoastrecycle.com.au.
11 goals 3, 69, Wollonga.
Yeah, it looks like Wollonga's day there at the doghouse.
And ball's back in play here. Umpire Hall throws it up. Tompkins for Encounter Bay wins the tap. Ball hits the deck. No one can clear it out. It's with Lippert for Encounter Bay. He's wrapped up. Umpire Hall says, let's have another crack, boys. Up it goes. This time probably Laurie got the best of it for McLaren. There's been a free kick picked out, probably against Bollenhagen. It goes to Horrocks.
Up they go, looking for Pepper. Oh, nearly got there. Off hands now. That was Moyle. Little chip out to Goodison. Goodison now. Doesn't waste any time. Little kick out there. Finds Jackson Daniels. one of the creative names. His mum and dad thought about that. They thought about calling him Jim Beam. They went Jackson Daniels instead. Up they go now. Oh, lovely work by Vandeleur. Tried his best. Oh, look at the bays. They're hard and tough. 2-on-1
Look
tackle.
at Vandeleur. Look at Vandeleur. He's animated. He's saying, well, I'm taking a hanger, umpire. What do I have to do here?
Yeah. But the bays, gee whiz, they're going in tough. Big boy Pepper now. Front position, but it's tapped out of there in a hurry. Eli Horrocks playing well. Jams on his left boot. Play on's the call. Players left, right and centre. They can't get it out. Oh, player got done for holding the man. Free kick there to Harry Evans for McLaren's.
Evans on the worse than the centre half back line on the back flank area, sends it down to the scoreboard side of the ground. It's rove best by Tonkin. It's over to Eli Horrocks. He's trying to pack it forward. It's on the boundary line. It's a Moyle there for McLaren's. He gets it out to Fennerty. Fennerty sends a pass off to Jack Daniels. He sends it over to Goodison. They've transferred play over to the clubhouse side of the ground where they're at centre wing and they've got possession.
Streaming down now along the clubroom side. Oh, lovely pick-up. Or attempted, kept the ball in front of him. There was Hamish Tonkin now. McLaren's repelling it along the line. They're trying to drive it into the forward 50. Screaming for a free kick. McLaren's, they get one. And it's going to be a free kick there to, is that Matthews? Back on the ground.
Can't make it out. He nearly had his head pulled off.
I think that's Henry Matthews. Yep. They wanted to make sure they reminded him about that incident there that he was yellow carded for. Kick now. On the way, is looking like it's drifting off line and through for the minor score. So FPAG scoreboard 10 goals 7 in Encounter Bay plays McLaren District 7 goals 4 in FPAG scoreboard.
25 minutes gone into this third quarter at the Encounter Bay Football Club. Encounter Bay waste no time, play on with the point kick in. They're looking for Baldock. He gets both hands to it but can't complete the mark. Rode best by Laurie ends up with it for McLaren's. He sends it down to Connor Fitt, who's 2 goals already for today and is lining up for his second in about 3 minutes, both from good marks.
And you think they really badly need this goal to keep this game alive because they've got to do all the hard work against this breeze. It's a bit fluky, it picks up every now and then. It will be favouring the kick that the end he's kicking to here. Connor Fitt now sprays it off to the right. Pack forms over the boundary, over the point line and through for a minor score.
Mongrel angle, even though he tried to caress it through. Very difficult kick. So point kick in, brought back in into the pocket, scoreboard side of the ground. Fitt ended up with it again, dishes off a hand pass to Evans. Evans gets it into the full forward square. There's players jumping all over it, and it'll be the inevitable stoppage. That's I think it was Harry Evans lost his headband. Umpire Hall throws it up, and we've got Eli Horrocks has got it for the bays, and he's run it over the boundary line. We have a boundary throw in.
Yeah, so almost 26 minutes gone into the third quarter. Can McLaren's get a goal? The boundary throw in, tapped out of there. Over the ball, the McLaren player couldn't get it out. A couple of Eagles. Look at the Eagles. They're both Eagles. It's Eagles versus Eagles today. The Bays very desperate in defence there. Lovely work there by Tonkin in ruck. The Crab Man gets it out. Horrocks has been in everything. Gets tackled. Going to be a ball up. Horrocks has played a blinder. I tell you what, always Callum Tonkin in the ruck. He's been playing very, very well as well. Look at him. He gets that tap down again. Going hard. Desperate. There was Lippert. Dived on it. Play goes on. Umpire circling says, yeah, you dived on it, holding the ball. So free kick goes the way of McLaren's.
There he is again.
Yep, he's featured heavily, hasn't he, in all sorts of facets of the game. Is Henry Matthews going to be taking a kick? Tough spot to kick a goal here.
Yeah,
with
once
that
again,
fluky breeze.
Very hard angle. Distance not an issue.
Not bad effort. It's getting close. That's through the goals. Massive goal.
With over 180 years of farming family know-how behind us, ProStock Livestock will help you with all your livestock needs. ProStock will get you the best price for your livestock when buying or selling, and will even help you muster and transport them. Wherever you are across the Fleurieu Peninsula or anywhere in South Australia, we'll offer you the highest quality, professional yet personal service. So give ProStock Livestock a call to discuss your needs today. Visit us online at prostock.com.au.
Hard footy, not much separating these, particularly the top four sides. Of Encounter Bay have put their hand up today and said, we are good enough.
And they're 2 goals, 2 points in front, and the siren will go any minute, I'd say.
Tonkin gets the tip out of this. Ellis now with a kick. Mongrel punt, just gets it on the ground. He's fighting hard for it, wants to lift his team, gets a free kick. Look at that. Brett Ellis, the multiple male medalist, gets a kick into the forward 50. The pack is formed. Oh, there he goes, Cody Ellison. Wonderful stuff. Was that the siren I heard? No, didn't hear that. Just in my mind, Cody Ellison, though. Good mark. He's got about a 45 metre kick, almost directly in front. And I'd back him from here. Would you back him from here, Chris?
Well, yeah, I'm not writing him off, that's for sure. In he comes, he'll offload from about 48.
I know. I've backed him and he's missed. That was commentator's curse there. Bad luck.
That 50 cents each way just was too much weight.
Off the side of the boot there.
It's still, though, it's setting the fourth quarter up for an epic, tight arm wrestle. So ball about to be brought back in from the point kick in by Hamish Tonkin. Tonkin asking his teammates, come on boys, give us something. Comes scoreboard side of the ground, plays on, goes long, gets it up to the 50. Pack of players, ball hits the ground. It's Encounter Bay have roved at best, crumbed at best, and it's they get a kick away.
Oh, nice.
And now they're in front of the scoreboard, and another kick towards they come inboard, and it's chopped off there by Rory Long, and then the siren
goes. Wow, we're in for an absolute ripper of a last quarter here in this very important game for the Bays. 2 goals margin. The sun has hit the ground now. We're just going to see an incredible tussle. Are McLaren District's good enough to get this 2-goal margin, hunt it down against the breeze, slight breeze, but as we speak that breeze is just slowing down a bit. Encounter Bay, they've got to take away a lot of confidence from this.
Oh, they're coming in with their to the last quarter with their chest pumped out and a bit of a pep in their step.
Yep.
That is for sure.
Yep.
And if you'd said to them at the start of the day, look, we'll give you 2 goals up at the start of the fourth quarter, will you take it? Yep. They'd be going, yes, all day long, thank you very much.
Yes. And what about Kieran Garrett? He's been unbelievable, hasn't he?
Oh, Kieran Jarrett?
Yeah.
Oh, I just, every time the Jarrett name comes up...
Kieran Garrett.
Yes. Garrett. No, because Jarrett, I just think mullet.
Yes.
Or lack of mullet. And I'm sure that if there's a data analysis done, we'll see that no mullet means lack of goals.
Yeah, well, there's got to be an inquiry.
Yeah, well, that fella, 3 goals for that Kieran Garrett.
Yeah.
Maybe has a long lost uncle called Leif.
Yes.
If you're old enough.
Back in the 70s.
Yes.
All right, that ends the third quarter. We are in for a ripper of a last quarter. The breeze, actually, you can tell there, is going for quite a distance with the flags now. You can see them fluttering the breeze. So it's all for the McLaren Districts. How good are they? We're about to find out in this last quarter. This is the Great Southern Footy League, live on the radio, 90.1 FM and streaming on YouTube at happyfm.org.
FPA.
A bit of a public announcement here. We've got, as you might be aware, the match of the round is brought to you by Happy FM through the many local sponsors who make this live streaming and radio broadcast possible. Happy FM celebrated the 30th birthday this year and recently has undergone a major upgrading program. As part of this major upgrade, Happy FM is selling a block of land adjacent to Happy FM's headquarters in Victor Harbour. The land is located at 31 Lindsay Street, right in the heart of Victor Harbour, and is an incredible opportunity to build a residential home, business or commercial premise. If you're interested in this prime piece of land, contact Paul Price from Harcourt South Coast on 0438 132 865.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field. Beachside Bedding next to Habra Pharmacy is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, AH Beard and Adriatic Slumber. Mary and her team at Beachside Bedding also offer a beautiful range of locally made Fleurieu furniture. Beachside Bedding offers free delivery and old mattress removal and is open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot Road, Habra. Always competitive on price with real product knowledge. Beachside Bedding.
Last quarter going to be a beauty with our commentators Chris Shaddock and Steve G.
Thanks very much, Roddy. Back in the studio at headquarters of Happy FM 90.1 on the FM band. Well, welcome back everyone to Encounter Bay Football Oval, and the players, McLarens have just finished their three-quarter time huddle. We are in for a gangbuster game here. It's very, very tight on the scoreboard. The wind has been playing a factor in teams' abilities to convert forward entries to the scoreboard. We've got, on the FBAG scoreboard, we've got Encounter Bay, 10 goals, 7, plays the McLaren Districts Club trailing on 8 goals, 6. So it's 67 points in Encounter Bay to 54 points the Bulldogs. Now, just a quick round of grounds at nearly the end of the third quarter at Langhorne Creek. They're 19 points, and Victor Harbour are 19 points. So 73-point lead to Victor Harbour Footy Club over there, which is actually more than 12 goals. Not sure how that's come about, but anyway, Mount Compass are 40 points, trailing Wollonga 70, so 5 goals in that, and they're 5 minutes into their last quarter, so interesting game unfolding over here. But nothing's as interesting as what's going on in front of us, folks, at the Encounter Bay Footy Club, where umpire Marksy Marks is about to hold the prolate spheroid aloft and blow the whistle to signal the start of the fourth quarter here in this tight tussle between these top 4 contenders.
Laurie versus Tonkin in the ruck. Tonkin wins that one. It goes out there nicely done by Ellis. He's got a free kick. Head down, bum up. He knows no other way. Kick, a lovely looking pass, finds that man in form, Connor Fifth. Quick hand over there. Beautifully shared around Daniel Marr. Can he pick it up? Yes, he gets a handball over to Fennerty. Fennerty, right foot snap around the corner. Diving mark in there. The Bays desperate in defence. Jaron Crabb clearing kick for Encounter Bay. Out there, one-on-one tussle. Tate Walker for the Bays. He's trying his best. McLaren's through Matthews. Lovely handball. Over there to Vanderloo. Vanderloo, short pass. Can't get Cody Ellison. Off hands now. Harry Evans gets wrapped into a tackle. It's going to be out from about 35 metres out in that forward left pocket.
So the ball's gone up. It's grabbed by Pettit for Encounter Bay. He's wrapped up, and umpire says, waste no time, fellas, let's have another go. So on that occasion, Ellison got the benefit of the ruck tap. Rove best by Encounter Bay, sent down to the 50-metre line, the defensive 50 for Encounter Bay, and a comfortable chest mark's been taken there by Clark. Griffin Clark sends it down club room side of the ground, attempts to get it up to centre wing. It's just worse than that for Encounter Bay, and it's gone to Kieran Garrett, who's wrapped up, put on the ground, and umpire Mark says we'll have another ball up right in front of the club room, which is got people spilling out of it, supporters spilling out of it, enjoying a bit of a late afternoon sunshine. It's now been thrown back in, and Alex Moore's wrapped up. We'll have another stoppage throw up.
Yes, there's a very healthy crowd here in Encounter Bay. They know they'll be playing finals. It's how deep into the finals they want to go. Desperation here by the Bays. Nice kick out of there by Neil. Trying to look for his teammate in Clark. Off fans, it spills out the back here. McLaren's now with a run of it. Harry Evans puts a hand on it. The afterburners, look at that. Taps the ball on the ground, drives it into the forward 50 for the... Oh, lovely mark there. Who was that? Great mark. Oh, he's copped himself a free 25. That was the man known as the Magic Mullet, Cam Jarrett. He's finally popped his head up for the day. Gonna get a sausage roll, no problems here. He's only about, 12 or 15 metres out, virtually directly in front. And the man who's cut his mullet, he's gonna kick a goal, bangs it onto the boot, no troubles. McLaren's get one back.
Don't be the next victim of a home invasion.
Pull over. Let's rob this joint.
Great Southern Security will install a home security system with monitored alarm to protect your home or business. They also provide CCTV, mobile patrols, cash transit, event security and a test and tag service.
Looks like this place has got its own secretary.
What do you mean, secretary?
That sign.
You idiot, that's security. This place has got an alarm.
Visit greatsouthern.security.com.au.
Peninsula. We are proud to bring you this great game of footy. Great Southern footy. Doesn't get any better than this. This game is going to go down to the wire. Umpire Marks gets things underway. There's a 7-point ball game here. McLaren's are chasing. Tonkin tries to get the tap out of there. Bollenhagen, he's played well today. He's been in just about everything. Hard and tough. Couldn't get it out of there though. Going to be another ball up.
His brother played for Freo, Bollenhagen.
Did he?
He played B grade today. So up it goes, and Laurie got to buck the bit better of the ruck tap. It's a quick snap kick out of there by the Encounter Bay player. It's been marked by Crispin, but I don't think it was 10 he played on anyway. And a hurried kick then by a hurried kick by Christopher's. It ended up being a grubber. It's ended up with Goodison. Goodison feeds off a little hand pass to Moyle. Moyle goes into the centre to try and go up the guts. It's intercepted there by Neil. Neil for Encounter Bay taps it over to the forward 50. Oh, there's that Horrocks bloke. He goes in, burrows in nice and hard. It's bounced out. It's with Crispin. Crispin for the Bay, sends it on the right foot. Gets some deep penetration. Looking for Pepper.
Pepper! He's got it in the goal square. The big boy's put his hands up and snatched an absolute cracker and put a bit of salt and pepper on that cracker. The boy's got one. Wow.
Well, this could be a bit of bookend poetry because Pepper's the full forward for the Bays. He hasn't kicked one yet.
Yeah.
And at the other end, we had the de-mulleted Jarrett,
yes,
who has just opened his entry and troubled the scorer with one.
The two celebrity full forwards,
yeah,
Pepper and
bookends
Jarrett.
for each side.
Here we go. You back the big boy in here, the number 25 for Encounter Bay. Slight angle, virtually dead in front there. Oh, lovely! It's a goal to Encounter Bay. So,
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 161 Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
In some late winter sunshine,
yep.
You've got sun all over the oval, some late or some early shadows creeping in, and we've got a cracker of a game back in the centre square for a throw up after that goal for the Bays. So Callum Tongan probably had the best of it, but it went nowhere and it's hit the deck and the Rovers have jumped on it and we'll have another restart.
So ball up, virtually the centre of the ground. Tonkin versus Laurie. Laurie gets the tap away. In there fighting hard there was Horrocks. He's been in just about everything today, played well. Definitely in my best players for today for sure. They go at it again, the Rucks. Tonkin, double tap, forward. Oh, Pettit nearly got away with it. Oh, he's finally backed it up. Good second effort by him. Just could have got the run of the ball. Couldn't get it out of there though.
He's had a good game too.
Played very well.
Don't know where he's come from, because he wasn't playing in the A grade at the start of the year.
Yep.
Anyway, it's bounced out, tapped out towards the co-captain Crispin. He sends it by foot inside 50. It's just around the 50 area. You got Goodison for McLaren's wrapping up the Encounter Bay player, and umpire David Marks says, let's have a ball up.
They go at it in their lorry. Oh, bobbled the ball there was Matthews, couldn't get it out. There's another ball up, right on that forward 50 line for the Bays.
McLaren's don't want another goal here. They definitely don't. There's 13 points deficit to McLaren's at the moment. The ball's kicked hurriedly towards the Encounter Bay full forward line. We've got the Vanderlua for McLaren. He's taken clean possession, gets it up to the 50 line. Nice pass, nice mark taken by Long. It's come off hands now. Encounter Bay have got it through Neil. They drive it back into the side, the forward 50. No one can take the mark. Ball's hit the ground. Players are scrambling for it, and umpire said we'll have a ball up right on the 50, club ramp side of the ground, and probably halfway between the pocket and the forward flank for Encounter Bay.
2-goal margin here in this game. Last quarter, tap over there by Pepper. It's getting closer to the goals. They're just inching forward to about 35 out. Encounter Bay looking to go ahead with another one. Pepper now try to get the tap out of there. Just a bit of aerial ping pong.
Vanderloo.
Players going hard. Picked out a free kick there, Marks. Umpire Marks says
Vanderloo copped it high.
Okay, good one.
So Vanderloo effective pass to Brett Ellis on the centre half back sort of area. It's chopped off by Jack Crispin. Ball goes to the ground. Crispin couldn't complete the mark, even though it hit him on the chest. And now we're down to the half forward flank for McLaren's. It's intercepted by McCreena for the Bays. Off through Fife over to Crispin. Crispin, we're at centre wing position now. Crispin over to Kieran Garrett. Garrett sends it down to the flank area, and an effective mark taken by Clark for the Bays. Way too far out to score, even with this tail breeze. He chips it over to Pepper. Pepper's in a closer position, but on a more mongrel angle. What can he do with it from here?
Well, very, very tough angle. Long distance out. I'd say near impossible to kick this. But if anyone can kick it, it's Kyron Pepper. Maybe he's just milking a bit of time here to see if he can get a pass off it. Wow, that is one hell of a Dennis Lilly run-up. He's gone right back to the fence. And the big boy, Kyron Pepper. Can he kick this? Well, odds are about 50 to 1 if he can kick it. It would be a miracle shot.
I'll go 5 on that.
Put 5 on it. The big left foot, the kick underway, off to the left and through for the minor score. Yeah, so you did your dough in, got your 5. Yep, you have to give that to me later, Chris.
So still 13 points the advantage of the Encounter Bays. McLaren bring it in through Goodison. He's chipped a kick into a teammate in the pocket who's taken a comfortable chest mark. I reckon that was Jack Daniels. He passes it off to Holbert, and he dropped it. Now it's with Pepper.
Oh, touched.
Pepper for Encounter Bay. Somehow ricocheted off the McLaren player and ended up in the breadbasket of Pepper. He spins around onto his left boot, gets a hurried snap off, but couldn't goal it.
And on the FBA scoreboard, it is 11 goals 9. Encounter Bay to McLaren's 9 goals 6. Kick out now by McLaren's, trying to get it out of here. This ball is locked in, and Bay is doing a great job. Zone defence, they've locked it into their forward half, and McLaren's, they really need to try and break up this defensive zone. Ball up by umpire Hall. Tap over there by Tonkin. They get it out though, the clearance with McLaren's. Brett Ellis played well today. Hamish Tonkin leading for the charge. Here he goes, Cam Jarrett. He's got a run of it, kicks. Oh, mongrel punt out of bounds. Just an absolute shocker.
Shanked it.
Barry Crocker, he's just
shanked it, and I put it down to lack of balance due to lack of melee.
Yes. Kick out now. Encounter Bay. Oh, Eli Horrocks! The golden hands of Eli Horrocks played a blinder today. Absolutely should be in their best players.
Best?
Yes, maybe.
Let's give him best.
Horrocks. Kick along the boundary line, looking for the big boy Pepper. Fist off there. Pepper now does his own roving. Lovely hands by Encounter Bay. That was Ben Davis there. Got a handball out now. McLaren's trying to get this ball out of there. Over to McLaren's player. That was Holberton. Up by circling. It's going to be a ball up though. So that was Pettit looking for a free kick. Nothing doing, says Marksy. He's going to ball it up. Tap out there by McLaren's. Going in hard. Oh! Play on's a call. The umpire's letting it go. Eventually, that's holding the ball. So good tackle.
Yeah.
On Fife. Play on's a call. McLaren's now.
Sends it down to the 50 for McLaren, scoreboard side of the ground. Ball's hit the deck. It's with an Encounter Bay player. He can't do much with it. Too much defensive pressure. It's being bustled forward by the McLaren players. Now it's a bit of aerial ping pong. It's been picked up by McCreena for Encounter Bay. He's wrapped up and we'll have a ball up. Probably about 35 metres out on an angle for the McLaren's goal.
Encounter Bay bangs it out of there. This ball is out of bounds on the full. This ball is going to be coming back. McLaren's desperate for a goal here. We've gone 13 and a half minutes into this last quarter and McLaren's are looking for 2 goals. They chip it out wide. A bit of space out here. Zone defence there by McLaren's. Kick out wide now. Wider still. Goodison with an opportunity. Plays on handball. Back into the centre of the ground. They drive it through there. Looking for a target up forward. Cody Ellison's played well. Over to Ma. Smothered off the boot. Beautiful work there by Hamish Tonkin. Up by a circling. It's going to be a ball up just inside the 50 metre zone for McLaren's.
Yeah, and the Encounter Bay players are giving Hamish Tonkin a pat on the back saying excellent smother mate. Caused that stoppage throw up. Stopped the goal. And now it's a bit of scrappy play going on. Encounter Bay are able to get it out, going down long, get it to centre wing position in front of the club rooms. Goodison's after it, he can't take control of it. Neil got the better of it. Neil copped a little bit of coat hanger work. Colin Pepper comes in and says, "You're not doing that, mate. That's just not called for." And the free kick's awarded and it goes the way of Encounter Bay to Neil. Neil plays on down the line. Nice drop punch and it's chopped off because it's a kick pretty much straight to a McLaren player. He transfers play to Moyle, going across the other side of the ground now. Coming out to the scoreboard, it's with Groves, Leon Groves. What's he going to do with it? He's taking a nice little chest mark. He's looking for leads, urging his teammates, saying, "Come on, boys, we've got to do something here. We've got to work a bit harder." So Jarrett's come up from full forward, and apparently, according to the umpire, Jarrett is infringed by pushing. I think he got him in the side. Willoughby. To be fair, umpire looks adjudicated. Jarrett not happy. No, that ball is right on the boundary line, just inside. Marked just by Cam, Lockie Cam for McLaren's. Not much on offer. Encounter Bay have zoned up very, very tightly, very well. Kicks to a pack. Lovely hands by Comfort. Yes, brilliant mark there by Fit. Taken out of there, McLaren's now. They're desperate for a goal. There's a bit of space out here in the forward 50. It goes for them. Punched out of there by Tate Walker. Lovely effort. They go in hard. Circling for a holding the ball decision was the umpire. Crab was appealing for it. Couldn't get it though. And it's going to be a ball up. Attacking half the McLaren's. Tap out there. Tonkin gets a handball away. Oh, evasive skills. There by, was that Davis? Ben Davis. Yep, and he's got himself a free kick. So a lot of high tackles today. Umpire's been adjudicated. Oh, there's been another one. He's copped him again. So there's been a lot of that today. Just up a bit too high. And we're going to get a free kick here. Ball's going to be brought back. Back to Davis. 16 and a quarter minutes gone. So, kick out by Davis. Grandstand side, pack forms. In front there, lovely work by Hamish, by Callum Tonkin. Tonkin now. The athletic ruckman for Encounter Bay puts it in the forward 50. Pack forms a couple of McLaren's players, just punch it forward. The Bays now with a chance, little chip forward. Encounter Bay fighting hard, tackle, did he have it? Umpire says it's going to be a ball up and He's frustrated, the Harry Evans for McLaren. He's
remonstrating,
not seeing eye to eye with that call. But anyway, it is what it is. Play the whistle. So Laurie gets the tap down. It's rove brilliantly by Ben Davis. He kicks it forward towards the top of the square for Encounter Bay, but it's intercepted best by McLaren, and they send it down out of danger towards the scoreboard. Ball still live. It's near the boundary line, and we've had Lippert wrap up a big tackle on Gian Cogno.
So 17.5 minutes gone into this last quarter. The Bays are up by 2 goals. The ball up. There, Laurie gets the tap away, and Davis in there. Desperate stuff by him. Played well today.
Yeah, kicked 2 goals.
Yes. Featured prominently, and it's going to be a boundary throw in. Feel like the Bays have got this game. They're going to just sail through, but it's going to be a tough 10 minutes left in this game. Handball out. Oh, just handballs it to himself there. The Encounter Bay player. Handball now. Here they go. McLaren Districts, a bit of space. Cody Ellison, what's he got? Nothing, because Hamish Tonkin just takes the mark in front of him and runs out wide into a bit of space for the Bays. Coming towards the grandstand, 1-on-1. They fisted on the ground there. Vanderlua gets a handball out of there. To the advantage of his teammate, they go in hard over the boundary line. Through for a boundary throw-in.
Well done, Gian Cogno. Didn't get the ball, but was able to put enough defensive pressure on a couple of players to wrong foot them and put them off balance, so ensured the throw-in near their 50. So ball's thrown in, and it's intercepted by Encounter Bay. It's with Horrocks. Horrocks gets it onto that powerful left foot, and sent down a kick marked by Ben Davis on the centre forward line. Ben Davis doesn't muck around, sends it down to Pepper.
Oh, nearly Pepper. Off hands it goes. They drove the pack there was Bradford. They're sharing the ball around. Handball back left. Back over to that man, Eli Horrocks. Check sider. Oh, he had a little bit more time. Thought he could have got it off through for the minor score. So we've got a 16-point margin in favour of the Encounter Bay Eagles and the McLaren Districts Eagles. Well, they need 3 goals. They need them in a hurry. It's hard to see where they will get them from, given the defensive pressure of the Bays here.
Yes, I concur. And that point, it was not. It didn't miss the goalpost by much. Anyway, Alex Hoyle doesn't muck around. Plays on from the point kick and gets it up to about the defensive 50 from McLaren's. It's now back with I think it was Horrocks for Encounter Bay, and then we've had Lippert.
Got a free kick here.
Pull it in.
Too
and
high
he was
again.
tackled, I think. Was that Vanderlua tackling? But someone's got a free
Ben
kick.
Davis has got it.
And will be worse than 50. He's not kicking it from there. He's probably 70 metres out, but he's shaping up like he wants to have a crack.
Yeah, a lot of self-belief if he's going to kick this one. What would the odds be on this one in kicking it, Chris?
Oh, I'll give you your 50s, but the other way around, that what you put on Pepper. Anyway, it's gone on the pack. No one could take the mark. Pepper's got it. Once again, takes on 2 or 3.
Holding the ball!
Second time today, that strategy's been pinged by the umpy, where he gets ball under one arm and 2 players either side of him.
Vollenhagen now for the McLaren District side. They go up. McCreena does the spoil work there. Now Encounter Bay, quick kick forward. I'm repelled here by McLaren Districts. They need to get a wriggle on. How can they win this game? That's the big question. They need 3 goals. They need them in a hurry. Kick out along the line. Pack forms. Oh, Callum Tonkin almost with the mark. The Bays. Callum Tonkin wrapped by a couple of Districts players, and it's going to be a ball up. We played 21 minutes gone. This is the Bays game for sure. They're going to win this one. Ellis now with a handball over the boundary line, and we're just waiting for the victory here. It's going to be the Encounter Bay victory, Chris.
Looks that way, and time marching on, getting up to the 22-minute mark. So we're out in the front of the scoreboard. McLaren's has got it through Groves. Groves slaps it onto his boot. Sends it down to the centre wing position. It's on still on the scoreboard side of the ground. Picked up nicely there by Matthews, and he finds his teammate in Holberton. We're just worse than 50 for McLaren, and now it's 1-on-1 in the goal square.
Fit.
And Fitz got the best of it, spins around. Now we've got some defensive pressure
holding
from
the
counter
ball,
and they've lost possession.
Wow. They had a golden opportunity. If Fit could have picked it up, but he didn't pick it up. Holding the ball in the goal square, that was the right decision. And Encounter Bay, feel like that was their last opportunity to get one. Fisted over there towards the boundary line. The Bays now through Crispin. He's on the boundary line. It's going to be a boundary throw-in. So, dying moments of this game. We've gone into time on 22.5 minutes gone in this last quarter. Encounter Bay will win this game. Laurie gets a tap out of there. Bollenhagen tried hard all day. Petit's played well for the Bays too. Over to Bradford, another winner for them. Look at that, like a bull out of the gates. He's just kicking along the boundary line. Fisted forward, there he is, Baldock. Another winner for the Bays. In there fighting hard. Over there is the big boy Pepper's going to get the ball up.
Yeah, Baldock had a great game. And so is his co-captain, Crispin.
Yep.
They've both contributed strongly and led by example. Ball thrown up, Pepper doing the ruck duties. I think that was Goodison from McLaren, came over the top and punched it in McLaren's favour. And Pepper's then got hold of it, and once again, gang tackled. He's on the ground. We'll have a stoppage throw up on the flank, clubroom side of the ground. And this time it's worked out by Laurie. Laurie gets it to a running teammate, Rove brilliantly. He gets it up to the inside 50 for McLaren's, and a really good strong mark taken there by Daniel Marr. Daniel Marr looking for a teammate, finds the running Groves, who's marked it and could have played on because he had no one on him, but he's well within kicking distance, so he's taken the prudent approach of going back, taking the free kick, or taking the mark kick, and having a shot for goal.
Yeah, just ticking over 24 minutes gone in this last quarter. Kick underway, drifting offline through for the minor score.
They needed a goal there.
Well, they need a miracle, don't they?
They do now, at 24.5 minutes down.
So Encounter Bay through Hamish Tonkin, the kick out. Oh, he likes Eli Horrocks. Horrocks sets himself off hands, it goes over through for the boundary throw-in. And
is he called on the full or throw-in?
I don't know, he's having a chat to the boundary.
Because it did come off the leg of the, I thought it was
really?
The Encounter Bay player.
It's going to be a boundary throw-in for sure, isn't it? No?
No, it looked very close to the line, so we're going to have a free kick.
Okay,
out in the full kick to Marr. Marr sends it back inboard, top of the square for McLaren. Players set themselves off hands. There's a snap kick for goal. It's smothered because that desperation football in there, and even though we're so far into this quarter, players putting their bodies on the line. But just the sense for me is that Encounter Bay...
There it is! That ends the game. A magnificent win by the Encounter Bay Eagles over the second place, highly fancied McLaren Districts Eagles. An incredible game of football, and there's some tired players out there. They are on their haunches. They were down, and really a well fought out contest. The final series is well and truly alive. McLaren Districts versus the Eagles, the McLaren Districts Eagles versus Encounter Bay Eagles. I can't wait for that in the finals. It's going to happen.
It's a nest of Eagles.
It's incredible. And next week we've got my Ponga Selix versus Encounter Bay for the double chance. Whoever wins that will get the double chance.
Well, what about the GSFL executives? Grant Levy, Andrew Batten, they must be licking their chops.
Well, it's exciting.
How this final series and at the end of the season is so competitive, and how it's going to pan out for these top teams.
Yes, incredible stuff. So there it is. We've seen our hands being shook by all and sundry, and a lot of emotion out there. It's a big win for Encounter Bay. So good to see. And goal scorers. Who have we got for the goal scorers, Chris?
Well, we'll start with the McLaren team. We had Henry Matthews 1, Gian Cogno 1, kind of fit 2. Cam Jarrett chimed in with 1 towards the end. Harrison Evans 1. Cody Ellison 3. Well done to him. Over to Encounter Bay. Kieran Jarrett.
The young bloke.
Yeah, young. Battled all day, battled hard, and got 1. Andrew Eli Horrocks 1. Ben Davis 2. Jack Crispin co-captain 1. Tyler Baldock co-captain 3. And Kyron Pepper wasn't the conditions weren't really suited to him or Cam Jarrett in the first 2 quarters, I thought, but Kyron Pepper's chimed in with 1 at the end.
So there it is. We're going to hear from the winning coach, Wade Foggo, very shortly. Please stay around for this interview. This is the Great Southern Football League live on the radio, 90.1 FM, and streaming on YouTube at happyfm.org.au.
Don't be the next victim of a home invasion.
Pull over. Let's rob this joint.
Great Southern Security will install a home security system with monitored alarm to protect your home or business. They also provide CCTV, mobile patrols, cash transit, event security and a test and tag service.
Looks like this place has got its own secretary.
What do you mean, secretary?
That sign.
You idiot, that's security. This place has got an alarm.
Visit greatsouthern.security.com.au. FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 161 Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Beachside Bedding next to Habra Pharmacy is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, AH Beard and Adriatic Slumber. Mary and her team at Beachside Bedding also offer a beautiful range of locally made Fleurieu furniture. Beachside Bedding offers free delivery and old mattress removal and is open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot Road, Habra. Always competitive on price with real product knowledge. Beachside Bedding.
Yes, and I'm talking to the winning coach of Encounter Bay today, Wade Foggo. Wade, congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah.
Great game of footy, entertaining to watch.
Yeah, very much so. Obviously, it's a big day for the club with the Richard Litley stand being unveiled. So I've had a lot to do with Richard Litley and the Litley family. So we wanted to make sure that this was a good day for him. But this is a big win for us as a footy club that are trying to grow.
Talk about Richard Litley. What does he mean to the club?
Yeah, so Richard's been a president. He's actually a player before president. He's been on the committee for numerous years. Done a lot of work behind the scenes to get some funding for the new club rooms and new chain rooms. So yeah, the Litley family is a huge name within the Encounter Bay community. We want to make sure that we gave them something to be proud of, and we've done that today, I feel.
Beautiful stuff. And you guys were the underdogs for sure. Everyone was tipping McLaren's, and but this game meant a lot to you in terms of the importance of the final series.
Yeah, correct. I think we've had 3 games against teams that are below us, and we haven't been able to generate as much momentum going to the finals. But this was actually a really big game to be able to trust in what we're doing in the system and trust in our personnel, and it's wins like this that you can build a momentum for the next couple of weeks going to the finals.
Yeah, and this game, you got done in the first quarter. McLaren's had all the run of it, and you were lucky. I think it might have been Ben Davis who scored one against the tie there to give you it was a 4-goal to 2-goal game, and it looked like McLaren's by how much, but you guys really stepped it up. Did you have a message to the guys at quarter time?
I think we needed to. I mean, McLaren are very, very strong around stoppage, so we need to make sure that we got on top there, and I think we did in the end. But we need to make sure that we not only stopped in stoppage, that we actually control them on the outside as well. So making sure we tried to shut them down, because they're very good at their overlap and running and finding space. So we need to make sure that we shut that down. I thought we did that for large periods of the day today.
And Tyler Baldock, he's usually in the back lines. He was playing up forward today. What was the strategy?
Look, I mean, obviously as a coach, you're trying to find ways to generate more scores, and we've had a lot of inside 50s. So we just thought maybe having a bit of a taller target there might create a mismatch and generate some more shots on goal. And look, today we probably did that.
Sure did. He was fantastic, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think the best thing about Tyler is that he's going to take the best, the best back, and he's really clean with his hands, and he's actually very, very surprising, clean footy kicker, and I think probably the best thing is he makes good decisions as well, being a leader.
Yes. And what about the young bloke, Kieran Garrett? Tell us about him.
Yeah, so Kieran's just come up from the senior Colts, and he's playing some fantastic footy because he's very, very smart for his age and makes really good decisions, but also is pretty courageous as well. Obviously had a couple of free kicks today, but he put his head over the footy in important moments, and he's a kid that, you build football clubs around. You want to make sure that you've got these kids coming through and make sure you reward them for as long periods of games, and I think going into the final series is going to be great for him, for his experience and for the group.
Yeah, it was great to watch. Fantastic courage. And Ben Davis, Eli Horrocks, a couple of other players that put down here. Tell us about those guys.
Yeah, we'll see. Benny and Eli both played 200 games this year, so both of those have been playing a lot of footy for Encounter Bay, and you know what you're going to get out of both, and they're consistently training and they're consistently bringing that sort of game. So, they're the important players that can help develop the young ones coming through, and hopefully we can have a crack at it come finals time.
Fantastic. And let's face it, next week is like a finals for you guys. You've got the opportunity to beat Maiponga Celtics at their home ground. If you do, that gives you the double chance.
Yeah, exactly right. And we needed to obviously tick the box today, but at least we've got another big game going into a final, and sometimes that's a good thing. Obviously, you're getting ready. This was like a final today. We're looking at a final next week away from home, and against a side that are arguably probably the best side going around in Maiponga. So, we're looking forward to the challenge again.
Looking forward to seeing what happens. Wade Foggo, thank you very much for your time. This is Great Southern Footy League, live on the radio, 90.1 FM, and streaming on YouTube at happyfm.org.au.
This has been a presentation from Victor Harbour's 90.1 Happy FM.